Hello everybody, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're here to play some Hoplomachus Remastered. Hello, welcome back. This is not our first time playing Hoplomachus on the channel. If you're looking for our other videos, check the video description down below where you'll find the streams we played in the past, now archived into convenient videos that you can scrub through all this garbage and get right to the gameplay. Hello. Thank you to all these folks for sponsoring the channel. Full disclosure, this game was provided by the publisher for us to have fun with, I guess. Show you guys, market, all that jazz. So just take that into consideration while we're playing it and yelling at it and screaming at our dice results. But yeah, this is really brought to you by these folks right here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Thank you.
And everyone else who watches, hits the like button, shares the video, all that stuff, you know, we appreciate it. We do. And Tara, thank you for becoming a producer, or continuing to be a producer, rejoining as a producer, long-term producer. Much appreciated, Tara. Thank you for supporting the channel for so long. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Thank you. Kate's here, Adam's here, Heather's here. Heather, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a sword. I don't have a sword. Assuming any legal authorities are listening in. I don't possess any weapons. Heather, I don't know what you're trying to get at here. Heather, I'm not responsible for those crimes. Anyways. All right. Yeah, so how's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday? Thursday, is it? It's a Thursday. Hello. For those curious, the stream's scheduled for this weekend, or tomorrow starting actually. Another one is Frosthaven. We're playing Frosthaven, which was going to be today, but I moved it to do this today instead. As you know, obviously you're here watching. But we're playing Frosthaven tomorrow and Saturday, so 2 days in a row. Join us for that if you're interested in watching Frosthaven. Again, spoiler warning, of course, through that stuff. And yeah. Should be playing some G.I. Joe the deck building game with Kyle on Tuesday. I just still need to schedule it, so if you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming streams. And yeah, if you're looking for any of our past streams, playthroughs, all that kind of jazz, check out the playlist section or the live section on the channel to find that stuff there. Hello. Okay, boom. So just for anyone who hasn't seen any of our other streams, this is what we're playing today, Hoplomachus Remastered. This is a remastered version of a game from like 2012 or something. 2013? 2013?
Okay.
Okay, just so you're good. All right. It's like a best of. Take some stuff from the base game, expansions, all that stuff, jams it in. This game is a Chip Theory production, so it is pretty high quality. It's kind of nuts. Overproduced, I would say, is the key word here. Yeah, it's a game of like kind of tactical combat. You know, it's got PvP, head-to-head stuff. You can play on 2 different maps, and it has cooperative, where you can play against the game. And then there's a couple cooperative modes, and then there's also a free-for-all mode to play PvP, and then there's also a team-based mode where you can play 2 versus 2 team battles. And lots of different components. They usually use poker chips, weighted poker chips in their games, and neoprene instead of the usual cardboard to make their boards. And they use PVC plastic usually instead of normal cardstock for their cards. So you don't usually have to buy sleeves or anything. But yeah, it's pretty crazy once you see the price of it, but it is pretty high quality, crazy stuff. It's like wind and waterproof, all that, you know, which is kind of like a joke, but it's serious. It is. So yeah, that's what we're playing today. So, if you came here and you're like, wait, what's this? I know of Hoplomachus Victorum, but I don't know what Remastered is. So that's what Remastered is. If you don't know what Victorum is, that is the solo-only sister product to this. There is some compatibility between the two. If you own both, you can pull components from that, put it in this game, or you can take components from this game, put them in that game, and you'll have more variability and choice in front of you. So if you're looking for Hoplomachus Victorum, we did play through it on the channel, or I played through it, I should say, solo. While when I say we, also the chat was playing with me for many hours, playing through an entire campaign of Hoplomachus Victorum. So if you're interested in that game, check out the playlist down below. Should be in the video description. If not, just search Hoplomachus Victorum, Rob's Gaming Table. You'll find it on the Googles or the YouTubes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But today we're trying out Ascension mode. So we previously played solo and cooperative onslaught mode, which was fighting waves of AI, seeing how many waves of immortal bosses and their minions you could survive, arena units. But today we're fighting more of like a specialized Titan boss creature thingy, if that makes sense. So I can show you here. Where is it? Ascension mode. So it's 1 to 2 players. You can play solo in this. Okay. Plays a little differently. We're playing the co-op 2-player version today. And it plays on the Colosseum map side. So we haven't played the Colosseum on the channel yet. So you're going to see the Colosseum side of the map. We've played the Pozzolio or whatever it's called on the other side. But today we're playing Ascension mode on the Colosseum side. So you'll see that today. We'll describe how the Colosseum's kind of different. Show you all the features of the map. We'll go over the Titan we've chosen. There's 7 different Titans in the box. They all play different. They all use the same side of the map. They all use similar components. But they all have a twist and a change and rules differences and setup differences. And you got to come up with different strategies to beat them. So we're going to play against one of the Titans today to show off the Ascension mode, to give you an idea. But we'll leave the other 6 Ascension Titans for you to discover on your own and play later. If you're interested. But this is just a taste today. Just a taste. We'll play through the whole mode. As we do, we'll play through the whole playthrough. Right to the end. So buckle up. Buckle in. Get ready. We're going to go through the whole thing. Talk about our strategy. Go through our setup. Describe. We did a little bit of our just choosing of our factions before the stream. And our units. Because there is some discussion there. So that will speed that part up. But we'll show you what we picked. But just so you know, when you play this mode, you can choose not just the faction you're playing, but the units you actually play with, and you can't play with the whole faction. And if you own Hoplomachus Victorum, it even adds more options of more units and heroes and stuff you can choose to build your little troop with before you play against a Titan. So there's lots of replayability, lots of options, lots of strategy choices there, and tactical choices for you to choose as you get into it. Mel, anything cool in the chat?
No, just kidding. Yogi says the most important question is, do I want Remastered, Victorum, or both for my birthday? Yogi, when's your birthday? Coming up soon?
So now that we've played the skirmish mode. Okay, we dabbled.
Yeah.
We played a couple playthroughs of it. We played a few games of the onslaught mode. Okay, we tried all the factions. We played Ascension mode. I have not played the free-for-all, anything above 2 players. I haven't played the 4-player or the 3-player mode that comes with this game, okay? But I mean, it's just a variant on the other stuff we've already played. Okay, I've tried almost every unit in play. I just haven't played all the Titans, obviously. We've seen all the Immortals in the Onslaught Wave Battle mode. But from what I've played of both games, and we've only played through one full campaign of the other game, and one third of a campaign off stream to learn it. The basic things I would say to you, you don't need both. You don't need both. They're both very complete products with lots of replayability, lots of choice in each one. Don't feel like you need one to make the other better. It's not the case. I would consider the added units that are compatible across them is just a nice to have. It's a cool little feature if you own both, but it's not a must. It is not a must at all. Because a lot of units are similar. So it's like, oh, cool, this one has one other skill and one stat that's different. Oh, okay, cool. Or this one rolls a yellow die and this one doesn't. Oh, wow, that's a lot of crazy choice there. But some of them are different, and it's just cool that you could build a faction of 4 warriors if you wanted, that you can't do if you don't own both. Stuff like that. But it comes down to this. I would say if I were to sum it up super quick, elevator kind of pitch, and you're like, hey, I want either of these games. I like the idea of it. I've watched the loop. I like the idea of moving the chips around, rolling dice. I don't mind the dice luck. And I like ripping health off units, sliding chips underneath and all that stuff. I like the theme. You know, you like playing on the little neoprene mat, sliding the chips around and battling and gladiatorial combat in the arenas, you know. I would just ask you, you're like, yeah, I love all that stuff. I just don't know which one to buy. Quick, I would say to you is do you have friends you want to play with? As soon as you say yes, okay, the other one's ruled out, done. Now it gets a little sketchier if you're like, I just play solo or maybe 2-player, because you can sit down with 2-player and kind of cooperatively play through, even though it's not officially on the box or supported. But Mel and I, first time we ever played Victorium at Gen Con, we sat down together and worked it out like a strategy cooperatively together and had so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Had so much fun. Yeah, you're only controlling one troop, but there's a lot there. A lot of choices to make. One person can be like controlling the AI and helping you out and stuff. There's a lot going on in the game, a lot of brain-burning choices and things to keep track of. So having two people sitting at the table playing through the solo-only Victorium is a thing, okay? But obviously one is solo only. Now, if you're solo only and you're like, man, I'm solo only, Rob, tell me which one I should get. I have to ask you how much table space you have. One is a lot bigger in its like length, I would say. Okay. So the solo only Victorium, it sits on your table. Yes, you can save it and put it away and it doesn't take long. You can snap pictures and throw it all away real quick at any time. But I think its beauty is just leave it on the damn table. If you have the table space somewhere in your house, you can set up that game and just leave it sitting there and sit down for an hour and play it, step away, come back, play it again. Beautiful experience for that. But if you're only playing an hour here, an hour there, and you have to pick it up, put it away and set it back up and put it away and set it back up, kind of lame. But the remastered version is kind of more bite size. It's like a 1, 2, whatever hour session. And you put it away, you're done, you walk away. There's no saving, there's no stats, there's no ongoing experience gain, none of that stuff. So remastered is more of a sit down, kind of like you'd be playing a game of like Magic the Gathering or like a battling game of some kind, Summoner Wars or something. It feels like that, right? You sit down, you do some PvP or you play co-op against the AI, and then you walk away and it's done. You put it away and it's there. Just more bite size. But the Victorium is just like so epic. It's going to take you hours and hours and hours to play through it all. Obviously less than I took because you wouldn't be streaming it, I would assume. But yeah, so that's what I would say. Do you want the more deep, long, drawn out, leveling up, unlocking abilities, super long adventure? As long as you like the loop. Again, if you don't like the loop of playing Victorium or Remastered, if you don't like the base combat and tactics and skills and the components of Hoplomachus or a chip theory game in general, you're not going to want to play like so many sessions of it in any case, right? So
what Yogi took from that says, so both and a bigger table. Okay, got it.
Yeah. It's not like Remastered doesn't take a lot of table space. Even Victorium doesn't really take a lot of table space. They both take about the same. I just meant table space like, you know, when you're considering other board games you might be playing with. You know, if you have friends come over each week, you'd have to clean up the game, right? If you have a place you need to eat, some people use tables for eating, I've heard. I don't know anything about that, but some people actually use the tables in their house for not just playing board games on. I don't believe it. I've never really seen it, but it's a thing. So when I mean table space, I don't mean the game takes up a lot of table space. I just mean a place in your house. If you have spare table space to like set the game up and leave it up while you're playing through a whole campaign of Victorium. Because they recommend only saving after like each, what was it, like a week or whatever it's called? Like one leg of your journey. I forget what the terminology was for it. But it's like one line on your sheet, like each day you're traveling or each week you're traveling. A year? Is it a year? I don't remember. But you play like 3 years or something like that. I forget. Too many games. I'm playing too many damn games, tracking campaigns and stuff. I'm probably mixing up with Frosthaven. But it's like they recommend saving at the end of like an act. Sorry, it's acts. Janet, thank you so much. And an act is like so long, especially if you want to sit there and solo analysis paralysis it, you know, and really get deep with it. It's going to take you a long time, you know. But that's the beauty of it. It's fun. I love that stuff. But again, I wouldn't sit down for more than like an hour or two playing it because then it's like drives. I start getting loopy, you know. It's very brain burny. But we did on stream. I played through all of it straight, and you guys can see my decline as we play through the whole thing. Still love every minute of it, but it's like 8 hours of streaming that stuff. It's like crazy. I would never normally play it like that off stream. I just play it for like an hour or two, walk away. But if I had to put it away after every hour or two I played it, it would be way less chance it would hit the table for the second hour or two. And even less for the third hour or two, and I probably never would finish a campaign off stream. Unless I had a place to leave it out, set it up where I get, you know, I have an hour to spare, I feel like playing, slide up a chair, play it. Again, I wouldn't explain this all in my short elevator pitch, but you get the point. It's the solo thing. Like, if it's solo versus multiplayer, obviously the other one's out. But you don't need both, I feel. But it is nice, I'll be honest, it is nice owning both. And having the option, and having the components I can mix back and forth. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool when we did that.
But it's like for the little bit of compatibility they each have. If you look at it, it's like, oh, I can add like a handful of chips to this game. Oh, cool. And you look at the price of that game, if you're just looking for that expansion feature and you're not really going to play that game for anything else in it, yeah, that's kind of an expensive little tiny pack of expansion components if you think about it. Yeah, so I wouldn't buy both if you're just like, I'm only going to play a solo campaign, I just want more chips to choose from. I wouldn't do that.
Adam, thank you so much for this.
Yes,
Thank
Adam,
you,
sorry.
Adam.
I was trying to keep my thoughts there, but I thought for your premium health chips or a new game or a new CTG plushie, whatever you want. Adam, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, I always wanted the premium health chips for Hoplomachus, but then I decided, like, if I look back at all the games I play, like, I realistically, because it's my job to play these games and stream them, it's like going back to older games every month that passes is like less and less likely to go back, right? Unless they release an expansion that everyone wants to know about. I'll pull the old game out, play it on stream, you know? So buying premium health chips for this game, yeah, if I'm at a convention and I see them, I might grab them, you know? But since I don't have them, I don't need them. It's fine. It's fine.
So new game it is?
Yes, or a plushie.
Okay.
Or some more coffee. We'll see.
Thanks, Adam.
But yeah, definitely. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I don't need the premium health chips for this. It sucks that it's like you need the blue and the red for this game because I have the premium red health chips that are too many bones that are also compatible with Cloudspire. And I forget Burn Cycle. That didn't use health chips, right? I'm like, wow.
I think it did.
I'm picturing Burn Cycle. I'm playing it in my mind. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, there's like the little boss that chases around.
Yeah, but I think you tracked everything on sheets, like or on like stats, like not on chips underneath. But again, no health chips.
Oh,
right?
I'm totally blanking.
I know it's crazy.
I can see it in my head, but I can't.
Yeah, like I can picture me playing it. I picture the mat. I picture the floors. I picture trying to like get around them and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that game didn't use it. But again, you're thinking of all games with neoprene, all games with poker chips. Playing them, they all start to blend together, man. They all start to blend together. And it's like you just assume it's a chip theory game. Of course they put health chips underneath. No, not the case. Not always the case. But yeah. I think we played too many games. All right.
Yeah, they get
and I have a bad
jumbled
memory.
up in my brain.
Yeah, I have a bad memory. All good. Too much information, not enough storage space. That's what I think's happening.
Yeah, you got to dump some of it out.
So anyways, Ascension mode we're playing today. Solo or two-player, allied, must battle a godlike titan who has powerful and varied capabilities. Titans interact in powerful ways with mythical shards, arena architecture, and friendly sentinels. Yes, so you're going to see support chips, something also new. Shards you've not seen before on the channel. Some rules in the cooperative version of Ascension mode are different from the solo rules, and they highlight them down here. This PDF can be found on chiptheorygames.com/support, I believe, in the support section. You can find all the Hoplomachus rulebooks and reference sheets and stuff. So if you don't own this game, you're interested, you want to read more about exactly how the mode works, I'm going to explain it as best I can. But the rules are there if you want to open it up while you're watching, kind of look things up. Yeah, it's all there. And how the co-op is different from the solo. If you want to find that out, check it out on here. How crowd favor works, we'll explain all that. Titans, okay, we'll explain all that stuff for you. Okay, so let's get down to the table. Okay. So, here's the Titans, okay? They're different from the Immortals. We played the Immortals in Onslaught mode. They kind of have their own little ability / attack dice combined in their little abilities. Okay, there's 6 of them, okay? They're little, these are like Titan lights, okay? Here's the full-blown Titans, okay? So, let's, for example, we have Cersei here, right? So, Cersei has some special setup, completely different than someone like the Monkey King, okay? They all use the same side of the mat. They'll all have support chips involved, pedestals, center hex, this is a center hex, the inner hexes, they might use those different, and sometimes use arena units, sometimes they use other faction units. Bob, hello.
Bob, thank you.
Bob's been a member for 6 months. Hello, hello. Just popping in to say, yes, I'm still here, Rob. I'm glad to hear from you.
Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Just been busy doing retired person stuff, holidays, looking for a car, living the dream. Yes, buddy.
Bob, glad you're doing well.
Yes, glad to hear from you.
Thanks for popping in and saying hello.
Jonesy, thank you so much. Says,
Thank
thanks for
you.
streaming this. Greetings from Denmark.
Oh,
Hello from Canada. Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello. Glad you're here watching this.
Much appreciated. Thank you for the support, guys.
Thank you.
I did notice, though, Bob is not enjoying his newfound favorite dinner of pineapple pizza. He didn't mention that in his list. I don't think he's doing the living the dream yet, but eventually he'll discover that. All right. For example, yes, they're different. So they might interact with shards, which are these little chips here that have an active and inactive side. This is the component we've not played in the other modes we've streamed so far. But each one has different rules regarding the shards, for example. Okay. You might have one that has special rules for its Titan dice. Okay. Special setup rules. Okay. And then they all have their own dice they roll for their abilities and their own attack dice. Okay. So for example, you have Mars and the Monkey King. So these are like, it's like you have the same game mode, but 7 different variations on it based on these like bosses. They change up the rules completely. The way I look at this, it's not as complex, but it reminds me of Cloud Spire playing against the same faction in a solo Cloud Spire scenario. But each scenario, they totally change up how some of the skills work, how some of the units work, the setup, the map, all that stuff. This is kind of like that. You're still playing the same game. You're playing against an enemy faction, but the way they work and some of the rules get all goofed up to kind of mess with you. And they all have their like priority. So for example, the Monkey King will roll these Titan dice, and then you check from top to bottom here, like how many hits did they get and what do those hits do, and you do the most hits option. So if this blue dice here, it rolls 2 blue, it rolls 0, it doesn't do any of these abilities. But if it rolled 1 hit, you do the 1 hit ability. If it rolled 2 hits, you just do the 2 hit ability, not the 1 hit ability. So yeah, each ability is different, but as you can see, like they're all have different stuff going on. And they all roll different dice. They all have different priorities. And some of them use arena units, some of them don't. For example, Shoghad, he uses arena units, and they have their own arena turn. But not every Titan uses arena units. It might just be fighting the Titan, or just shards, or the shards might work different, like I said. So they all have, like, Shoghad here, for example, has arena unit rules, deploying arena unit special rules, shard special rules that are different from everyone else. Is on, like, when you can damage them kind of rules. Okay, they all have their own boss behavior. So there's so many, 7 of them to choose from, right?
Yep.
I think.
6 maybe?
6? I keep saying 7. I thought it was 7. No, it is only 6, right? Yeah, I keep saying 7. I think it's only 6. I'm so sorry, guys. I only have 5 here, unless I lost one.
I don't
think so, though. Hold on, let's check the chips. Let's check the Titan chips. Yeah, these are all the Titans. We got Monkey King, we got Mars, Cersei, Shoghad. I don't know how to say it, but this one comes with 2 units. So it comes with the main Titan. Then it has like a little minion it uses, Ifrit's head, that has Ifrit's tendrils. So it has this unit moving around the map, and it has tendrils that'll keep like respawning, and you have to fight this like little side Titan kind of thing. And it's even marked they're part of the Titan. So this battle is like completely unique because it uses those units. And like I said, some of them will use arena units, some of them won't. Some of them will use enemy units, which you'll see today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so 6, not 7.
It's only 6. I'm so sorry. I said 7. Yeah, I don't know why. It's 6, just like the Immortals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know why I thought 7. Weird. I never like actually counted them. Okay. So those Titans are out. So today we're playing against Ishil. Okay. Nice pretty lady, Ishil. Okay. She knows how to take care of herself. Looking good, looking good. Okay. That's who we're going to play against today. She's going to start in the center hex. Now we'll look more closely at the Titan sheet here. So there's some setup rules. So here's Ishil, cool art. Okay, Titan name. Then we have Titan restrictions. So you notice this big yellow box, a lot bigger than the other ones we were just looking at. So we have to remember all these rules specific for just playing against Ishil. By the way, I love all the heart pineapple pizza emojis that got spammed in the chat when I was trolling Bob. I appreciate everyone. Go Pineapple Warriors. All right. Anyways, Ishil ignores all damage dealt to her while all shards are inactive. So inactive means the shards are on the black side, not the gold side. So they all, four shards, there's 4 shards, they all start inactive, okay? So keep that in mind. And that's part of the setup of the Colosseum Arena. It has its own setup, and then you have to do the setup of the Titan. Ixchel can only be defeated while all shards are active or equipped. So not every scenario you can equip shards to the unit, to a unit. In this scenario, you can. Sometimes they're used completely different. But in this one, we can defeat them. They have health, as you can see here. Shards start inactive with 2 blue HP. When a shard is defeated, equip it to the defeating unit. Shard holders gain +1 blue dice to their attack for each shard they have. So if they die, they drop the shard, and then you can move another unit on it to pick up the shard and equip the shard. And you can have, 0 to 4 shards equipped to a single unit. But I believe once they are defeated, they become active, and they stay active for the rest of the scenario. I'm pretty sure is how it works. Then we have, so if she can only be defeated while all shards are active or equipped, if she would otherwise be defeated, she keeps 1 HP. So you can't like finish her until, but she ignores all damage. So I don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that either, but
it's just there, I think, in case there's some way, like,
in case there's something that breaks something.
Yeah. Anyways, Ixchel gains +1 range, so she starts with 1 range, 12 health, okay? So she has only 1 range, she can only attack adjacent. But for each shard we've made active by defeating the 2 HP on it, or have equipped, she'll get +1 range. So she gets worse and worse, able to hit you further and further away. At the start of each of her turns, you return her to the center deployment hex. If a unit occupies the hex, she swaps with them, okay?
Oh, Hans is bringing up something I did not even put together when we initially looked at this. That once the first shard, she can be dealt damage.
I see.
We didn't realize
We didn't even attack her when we played. We played it to learn the mode, and we didn't even attack her because we thought you couldn't even start hitting her really until all shards were active.
Oh, so you could.
Nice catch.
Oh, that changes everything.
Nice catch.
That changes so much.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter,
we'll still
but I mean, you could get her down to 1, and then okay.
Yeah, we assumed that you needed all shards active to even start dealing damage.
Yeah.
So that changes things based on our assumption how we thought we understood how she worked. But we still played valid. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't break a rule, really. We just didn't play as good as we could have. All right, arena units. So we do have arena units in here, so we'll show how that works with, but it's not truly arena units. So it's like this. I'm just showing how this messes it up. So when I read this one, I was like, kind of cool. Like, it's going to use arena units, but we've already seen arena units in onslaught mode. I want to see something different. But then I read this one and was like, oh, okay. It has an arena turn, but we're not using arena units like the white units. We're actually going to fight against another faction that we haven't chosen at random. So it'll show off maybe more factions or more unit combinations and that kind of stuff. So before combat, place all 10 non-elite units from an unused faction in a draw bag. Whenever Ixchel is instructed to deploy a unit, it will be drawn from the bag, deployed to the center deployment hex, or if occupied, it'll be deployed on any available inner deployment hex, obviously our choice. These units are allied with Ixchel and are considered arena units. When defeated, these units are discarded and not returned to the bag. So if we defeat all 10 of these units that keep coming out, we'll eventually only have the boss to fight and no more units to fight. I hope it doesn't get that long that we're sitting there. I don't think we'll last if that's the case.
No, I don't think so.
But it's kind of cool how every time you can play against her, you can play against a different faction of minions, not just the same arena chips over and over again. Those little, the white arena ones, right? Like these arena chips we've seen before, right? Like, if you played onslaught mode a lot, you're going to see the line a bunch of times, right? And now if you're playing with these arena units in a Titan battle, you're going to see the same ones, which it's interesting. Like only a couple of them use these guys. But this time we have the variability of like any of the factions, and then the units, which order they come out in, right, can be totally different every time you play against Ixchel, which is kind of neat. I like that idea. So that's the setup stuff. So we need to get her out there with her 12 health, and she's going to deploy in the first round on her center hex. So just double check me here. 6 and 6, or Is there too much? No, that's right, right? 12 health. Okay. It's a lot. She is tall. Okay. What else we gotta do? So we have her sheet here. Okay. Oh, I want to talk a bit about the Colosseum. So let's grab her unit. So we've already chosen. You have the Limoges.
Yes.
Mel's chosen the Limoges. Okay. I've chosen the Parthians, I think it is. Nope, Kunlun. I can never keep all the names straight. Kunlun, okay? And we previously off stream in our practice playthrough kind of chose our units to play with and our tactics and our heroes. And I'll explain kind of what you can do there. But I just want to get these guys off the table. So we're not choosing these two factions. So for her, we'll just do it at random. We're going to take the other factions, the other 5 of the 7 factions. And we're going to throw them in here. Mel's going to choose one, and that's the enemy faction we're going to play against for her arena units. So we're playing against the Parthians.
Those are the Parthians.
These are the Parthians, right? Okay. So if we can get the 10, if you can just count those 10. And I'm going to put these over here.
Yes, it is 10.
10. Okay, if you want to just slide those off to the side, we don't need those anymore. Slide the 10 regular units for the Parthians. Whoops. Parthians, okay. They're going in here. And these are who she'll summon in today's playthrough, which is different than the faction we played before.
Yes.
We had the
orange ones.
Yeah, which are Pluto's refugees?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Trying to remember all the names. But I'll forget them tomorrow. Okay, so it doesn't matter. All right. Now let's talk about the arena. Okay, this is the Colosseum. Okay, as labeled here, just in case you're confused, or here. Okay, in case you're not sure that's different from the other side, it really is because it says so right there. But really, you can already see that the track for crowd favor, there are 2 of them, just like on the other side, the Pozzoli or whatever arena, except for they're not along here, and they're unique. These ones are more interesting. So on these ones, you're going to put these support chips. And what a support chip is, it can be a foothold or a sentinel. In each faction, so you can play PvP on this mode, a skirmish on this side of the map. So each player, you know, the red player versus the blue player, you would have your own crowd favor track. They're both the same. But each faction has 4 support chips. We're playing with the red ones only today. That's how the co-op mode works in this. So we're sharing a crowd favor track. We will not be using this crowd favor track. Ishel's going to hide it from you. Okay, so it's not distracting. But that's what's going on there. So how this works, just like the other crowd favor track, you will put it on the meter and it will go up as you earn crowd favor. In this mode, how you earn crowd favor is every damage you do to an opposing unit. So a shard, for example, has 2 HP and you treat it as an opposing unit. So every HP I remove from a shard will help go up the crowd favor track. But which crowd favor track? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little tracks. You choose. The only one you can't choose right away is the gold one, which is only choosable after you've done the other 4. And you can do them in any order. You can even earn crowd favor on partly on one, and then just decide like, that's not the play right now. We need to earn crowd favor on a different one. So you can like, if I earn 2 more crowd favor, instead of finishing this one, I could just start over on another one and gain 2 there instead. So you don't have to completely stay on one, but any progress on one of the other ones is completely lost. So what they have is, so here's your choice. And when you earn one, you gain this chip right away, and I'll explain these a little more in detail in a second, but this one just says gain this, this support chip, okay? This one says add 3 HP to any unit, and you'll gain the support chip, okay? This one says activate your hero, just like on the other side. Mel's hero, she's player A, how it works in this co-op mode. Her hero is inactive in her camp. I don't have a hero. We kind of like split our side of the map. So if you're playing this solo, you'll have like 6 units, your hero. You can put a neutral hero here, but this final hero to earn is going to be my hero as player B in the co-op. So I have 3 units, Mel has 3 units, but in single player, you just be playing one faction, 1 troop, and then 6 units that you'd pick in that troop out of your 10. And again, if you own Victorum, you have even more choice there. This one is once on your turn during the tactic step, you can flip foothold to a sentinel, okay? And I'll explain that a little more. That one's the activate your hero, and something else is on there.
You may use all outer deployment.
Oh, yes. So to start the game, Mel can only use these 2 red deployment hexes on this Colosseum side. I can only use these two blue deployment hexes on this side. But once we activate that, we both are allowed to use all 4 hexes, doesn't matter. And we both, even from the start, including her, will use these inner deployment hexes. Okay, they're different on this side. They're like a black or gray. The same symbol as here. We can use them right away, anytime. We can use these. They have a negative though, besides being right beside the boss that wants to like destroy you. If you have a unit on one of these spaces, doesn't matter which faction, the boss is immune to this though, I believe. Well, maybe she's not actually. No, she is. She's immune to all this jazz, right?
Well, she doesn't have any stats.
No, but she can attack when she's on there.
Yeah. Oh, but she goes back to the thing at the start of her turn, so she's never on there.
That's true. That's true. But I'm saying if she moves and then attacks, she still can attack from there, I'm pretty sure.
Unless she moves after she attacks. I can't remember the order.
No, she moves first.
Moves first, okay.
Yeah, I think there's something in there about the Titan, or is her that's not impacted by those. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, somewhere I thought it said, maybe it's in general Titans are immune to the center hexes. There is something about it. But you can figure it out. I'm pretty sure she doesn't get hurt by the hex. So, but how these inner hexes work, we can deploy on them, but any unit that is on them, the center, the inner ones, can't attack or can't use any of their skills. And skills include innate, specials, and abilities. No skills at all while it's on there. It can move off, but while it's there, can't use any skills on these hexes. The center hex, if a unit starts their turn on a center hex, it will take 1 damage. But you can deploy on the center hex. It's just you'll take a damage at the start of your turn. She's immune to that for sure.
Yeah, she's immune to both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the Titan doesn't care about that stuff, but we have to. So that includes our hero. If my hero's here, my hero can't attack, or we ignore all of its skills. Okay, so that's going to matter for her. She plays with this. This is her thing. This is like where she is. So we have to take those into consideration for our strategy against her. Okay. All right. And I think I covered all these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let's talk about the support chips. So this is a tent, also known as a foothold. What a foothold does is you can place this on any hex in the arena when you earn it from here. So if we complete this one, we remove this. That will also help us know which of these little tracks we've completed. So that way we can't do the gold one until they're all empty. So we'll know which ones we haven't completed. Even if we bounce between the different crowd favor, the red tracks, we'll know. But when you get this, as player B in co-op, I choose what happens with these, because that's part of my fun. She gets to start with her hero here, so this is the balance. I get like a tactic, and I get to make the choices for these. Just that allows more teamwork to happen. But like we'll work together, we'll figure it out all together. But a foothold, I can put it anywhere on the mat. What that does is it stops enemy units. So I'll just pull one out here. This enemy unit can't enter this space. This is our space, okay? Not this space, okay? So it stops these units from being able to go here. So Mel could hide a unit behind it, and now it's got to go around it. Okay, great. And our units can go on them, no problem, okay? What else does it do? It will, if you put it on one of these center inner hexes, it's still a deployment hex, but the enemy can't use these for deployment anymore. They can't go on them. They have to go around them. What else? I think that's it, right?
Well, once it's on the inner hex, now the restrictions do not apply about the
oh yes, sorry, that's right.
Attack.
Yes, I thought I said it already. So yes, the can attack and their skills are ignored is now no longer in play. So now if we move one of our friendly units on this hex, we can still deploy there. The enemy can't, but we can. And also now we can attack from there, and our skills matter. Okay. So that's what these are for. And then the ability of being able to flip one once you unlock this one. Once per turn you can flip them. I wouldn't flip one on an inner hex because now this unit can't attack or use its skills. And sentinels on the other side of the chips, they can't move. So every time you gain a support chip from here, I choose, do I put it out as a foothold or do I put it out as a sentinel? And when I put it out as a sentinel, it must go on one of these hexes. These are called pedestals. And these pedestals can't be entered by any unit. But the shards actually start play on the pedestals, so we got to clear them off first. But once one is cleared, you can gain this chip. I can't put a foothold there. I can't put a foothold where the enemy is. I can't put a foothold where the enemy is. Any occupied hex, but I can put it anywhere else. If I choose to take it as a sentinel, I put it here. If I'm deploying a sentinel, if this gets destroyed, and somehow I can bring units back into my camp and deploy them again, I have to deploy them on here. And if you notice, sentinels don't move. They have 4 range, 3 health. They're all the same. As first strike, rolls a blue and a yellow. So it's kind of nuts, 4 range, okay? They are dazed on the turn they come into play, just like regular units. The only weird thing is, if I place it as a foothold, and I have the ability to flip it, flip 1 foothold per turn using this this crowd favor reward, if I flip this sentinel here, it stays there, can't move anymore. Obviously, I could shove it, I think, and hurl it, and whatever, those kind of weird abilities probably break that. But this unit will just sit there for the rest of the game until it's dead and gone. But you could strategically place it as a foothold somewhere, you know, somewhere on the arena. And then later in the game, if you have this ability unlocked, you can flip it and, haha, I now have a range unit at the perfect position. Gotcha. And then this unit can start fighting, right?
Yep.
But you can't flip it back. It just says flip a foothold, right?
Yep.
So I think you
Or move, yeah. Flip or move.
Oh, or move a foothold, yes. This allows you to move footholds, 1 space. So I could start with the foothold here, and then use that ability on one of my tactics turns, or your tactic step, to move it. And then maybe on my turn, I choose to flip it, and then, haha, we have a range unit now attacking the boss. Ah, yeah, like whatever, you know? So there's lots of strategies. Support chips seem pretty, like, simple. Not a lot to them, but the strategy depth with these support chips, like, when I first was reading it, I'm like, oh, they're so basic. Like, you put them out, here's the couple things they do. The sentinels, pretty straightforward. They just don't move. They have long range. Yeah, whoopee-doo. Like, what's the deal? But the strategy of where to put them, if you want to flip them, to move them, like, you know, do you just put them out straight as sentinels and have them on a pedestal? Do you do a little bit of both? Do you want to cover these hexes? You know, do you want to mess with the opponent where they're deploying units? Like, if I put them like this, you know, over the game, then I know the enemy can only deploy here or in the center hex. But I limit the options. So then we can kind of funnel the enemy, that kind of thing, you know, or I can place them all up here and kind of like protect the sentinel, you know, put them like this, and, you know, maybe have a sentinel there. And then, you know, maybe there's only one way in. So like the enemies can't all surround my sentinel. You just do crazy things. It's kind of neat how they work. I think those would be really fun in PvP to play with, because you only have four pedestals, so not everyone can just put out all 4 sentinels,
right?
Which is kind of cool. Okay, so we have our shards in play. Units away. Oh no, that was your unit.
Oh yeah.
I just threw your unit away. They're now working for the enemy. What else? What else can I explain? Oh, these little hexes, these ones with the art on them, that show the chains, those matter only for skirmish mode. Something about the heroes there, like the heroes both start like chained up or something.
Oh,
and they can be hit there. They're like inactive and they still can be attacked. So you need to like get your hero active and like, you know, broken out of his chains kind of thing. I'm pretty sure.
That's cool.
Again, I've not played it. That's just from memory of reading in the rules a while ago. This hero is actually active, but just for confusion's sake, I don't want to see that unit stats or anything on the board.
Like, yeah.
But once this unit is earned from the final one, I now have it as an active unit in my camp that I could deploy. So me being player B in the co-op, my hero is locked away right now. But I was allowed to pick a tactics ship. So I have this blitz tactic that I can put on to one of our units, is probably the play. I don't think I want to put this on an enemy unit. I don't think that's smart. But it would add a green dice to its attack. So this is our only tactic we have to play with for the whole scenario. There's no 4 tactics on each side. We're not discarding them. We're not returning them. Our units are never coming back. This is all we have to work with. Okay, these 8 chips plus this maybe. Fighting against 10 units in here, a boss, and some shards, okay?
What's good is we don't have to kill all of the enemies in that bag. We only have to kill the boss to win.
True. Yeah, the Titan. We gotta beat the Titan.
Yeah.
So let's look at the Titan a little more. The Titan, 12 health, 1 range by default. Here's all the dice it rolls for its abilities. Ishul is always targeting the weakest opponent. The arena units are going first after the weakest shard holder. And a shard holder, surprise, is someone who's holding a shard. Then the hero, then the closest opponent. Okay, that's the way arena units work. Now her abilities. So we go in order. When she rolls her dice, so she rolls 1 black. If she does get a hit on the black, you're going to roll an arena die, which is a d6. She's going to move in the direction according to this compass down here. So if she rolls a 6, she'll move this way, for example. Okay? She's only moving 1 space because this just says moves 1 hex, and she doesn't roll multiple of those dice or anything. She just moves 1 hex in that direction, so she doesn't really get far from the center hex. She's literally there. That's her jam. On the 2 green dice she rolls, for each hit she rolls, she'll deploy a unit. Then, if she rolls a 1 hit on the blue, so if she rolls 0 hits on the blue, nothing. If she rolls 1 hit, she'll attack. If she rolls 2 hits, you're going to roll an arena die. Then all units in that direction from that compass on the arena die will just move in a straight line directly to her simultaneously, as many hexes as possible. That's crazy. They'll just, whoosh, but she doesn't attack if she rolls 2 blues, hits.
Yeah, it's almost best case scenario.
Okay, well,
maybe.
Because then if you're on the inner hexes, you're then nerfed, right? But if she's out here and she rolls this direction and pulls everyone to her, like that's fine, kind of, but now you're closer to her, now you gotta waste time getting away. It could pull the arena units away from you when you already were like trying to attack them and stuff. And the yellow dice, so she rolls 2 yellows for her ability. Oh, and when she attacks, sorry, she uses these dice for her attack. Okay, just so you know. And then the yellow, she rolls 1 yellow hit. So 0 yellow hits, we ignore this yellow box, but 1 yellow hit. The shard holder closest to Ishul becomes fatigued, so they can't do anything. They're like stunned for the rest of the round till the end of their turn. And that's it. They can't move, no skills, no attacks, none of that jazz. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think fatigued is you can't do anything.
Yeah. I don't think it's on this. It's in the back of the book, but it's fine. I just forget if their skills are really blank, though. I don't think they are. Like
not move or attack, and all of its skills are ignored, including innate skills.
Okay, then it is right. Yeah. It's like the worst.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
It's terrible.
So then 2 hits, all shard holders become fatigued until the end of their troop's next turn. Thankfully, that's on the crappy yellow dice, but we know the Titan or the Immortal or your opponent seems to roll more hits on the yellow dice than you do. That's just how this game works.
Well, as long as you're not trying to do a long shot, it hits.
Yeah, that's weird. Long shots don't hit. Yeah,
long shots don't hit, but everything else, all the other yellows.
Unless it's a long shot with not a yellow die.
Oh yeah.
That might work. But the yellow long shots never work.
No.
And then this just reminds you that in her setup, arena units take a turn after the players. Okay. Yeah, it's exactly like stunning, this like Han's saying. Yeah, fatiguing is the same thing that's resulting of a stun tactics chip, because it does say it fatigues the enemy. I just forgot what fatigue's terminology was and what it does, but we just usually cover it with a stun chip and ignore that the unit's even there at all until the end of its turn, so we just treat it that way. Okay. That's that. So we start off with a Titan turn. I don't know if there's anything else left to explain.
The only thing is if we want to quickly talk about why we picked the chips we picked.
Thank you. So you as player A.
Yeah, I picked first.
So Mel picked this faction here, the Lemosians. And here's her hero. So it has 3 move, 1 melee, or 1 range, so it's melee, 6 health, rolls a red, you see, and it rolls a red. We know as tacticians usually roll red dice, is what we see in the game. Perfect strike. So if it rolls a hit on the red, the green, and the yellow all in one roll, it doubles that damage from 3 to 6. It has tactical, so as long as this unit's in play, Mel can put tactics out, but she doesn't have any. She doesn't have any. She can put tactics out on any unit, not just adjacent units. But that also allows her to move on the turn the hero's deployed. It's dazed, but it's allowed to use its movement, not attack. And absorb reduces all damage from an attack down to 1. But deal damage effects still get through that. Like quick strike would still hit her. You know, all that stuff gets through. We don't worry about reducing any of that stuff. Like whirlwind, if somehow she got hit by whirlwind, you know, all the damage would go through because it's dealt or agile. That would get by absorb. But yeah, that's the deal there.
And I don't know if we mentioned it. Did we mention that if my hero dies, that's a lose condition? But if yours,
No, good call.
This is part of why I chose this.
So
hero.
if we win if the Titan's defeated. That's the only thing we have to do is defeat the Titan. Obviously, we can't defeat the Titan until all the shards are active, and we can't even defeat the Titan or damage the Titan until one shard's active. Thank you, Han. So yeah, but if Mel's hero, so she may never even want to put her hero in play if things are looking bad. But if things are looking bad and we're desperate, we need a unit, we have to deploy one. If we have no player units in play, and neither of us on the start of our turn can deploy a unit. So for example, if no units are in play and Mel has this hero left, you know, and it gets to her turn, she goes first. If she doesn't put this hero in, we lose. And if we have no units left, which would mean the hero died anyway,
true,
we would have lost.
Yeah, we would have lost.
But if I decide to go first,
oh, I guess if it's not active.
yeah, if it's not active, true.
Yeah.
If we have no units in play and it gets to like my turn or your turn and we have no units to put in, instant fail. Okay, that's the other thing.
Yeah, so I took this one because I thought the absorb might be helpful if we do get in a sticky situation or we do want to put this hero out.
And Mel could only pick 3 units out of the 10 from this faction. So we kind of spread our units out together and we kind of were like, we're comparing units and like, which archer would we want to take? Should we take a couple? You know, out of our defensive units, should we take a couple? And if so, whose should we use? And we were sitting there like drafting, basically like cutting units, putting them back in. If we have this unit, should it be with this? It was really fun to sit there and do that. It only took like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't long.
It's still fun. And that's where the Victorum added units to choose from and the heroes and stuff just give more choice to that step, which we're kind of just rushing through here. But
yeah, so I wanted to have at least one that had range so that we can potentially start working on the shards or knowing that the inner hexes we cannot attack. Having a range is helpful. And then I was thinking about having somebody with Inspire to hopefully inspire some Sentinels or to inspire some Warriors or something, just to give additional dice and hope that we can be successful for that. And then I just brought in a Warrior. Retaliate's always good. I like the blue and the black dice.
Yeah, and I love range units in games, so I definitely want a marksman in my side of things. So we have 2 marksmen. Hopefully the Inspire will help with them if we're on the same side. But again, at the beginning of the game, we're spawning our units, deploying them on the opposite sides of the arena.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a bit to be able to get them together, if at all. So I also need to make sure my troop and your troop can survive on their own. Plus we get Sentinel units, depending where those go. Those could be part of the troop too. So you gotta take into account, like, Mel's Inspire could be used with Sentinel units, and that could be super powerful, right? If you can keep them alive and all that. So I just picked a defensive unit, a warrior, and my marksman from my faction. Also, Han, I wouldn't use stun chips for that. I don't know how many are even in the game, but what I would use, what we do is just if a unit gets fatigued, we just flip it over.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that unit's next turn, we just flip it back. That's how we do it. It's super simple. Less junk on the board.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about is my units are a little bit weaker. I don't have a big 5 health or anything, so I'm hoping that they don't die quick.
Yep.
Got to keep them
So
out of
again,
harm's way.
stay out of her range, right?
Yep.
So there's a strategy here. If Mel just rips up 2 shards and she moves 1, she now has +2 range. 1, 2, 3. She can hit any of your units, even if they're hiding on the outside, right?
Yep.
So you might not, while your weaker units are out, they can stay safe from the boss at least, maybe not from her minions, but you can stay out of her range if you're more careful with when to hit the shards, right?
Yes.
So we now know if we defeat 1, we can start attacking her if there's nothing else to attack, kind of thing, and we can start damaging her. She'll get down only to 1, and then we could rush all these, and once they're dead, then final blow kind of deal, right?
Yeah, because you contain her range if you don't pick up all the shards.
Yeah.
However, there is a benefit to picking up the shards because everybody who has a shard equipped gets an additional blue die.
And the other problem is if I have only 1 shard defeated and we gain this, now if I want to do another Sentinel,
where
I
don't have
nowhere
anywhere
to put it, so I can't deploy it. I must deploy it as a foothold, and maybe I don't want to,
right.
You know?
So I do think there's a play of at least getting 2 maybe on opposite ends, like this side, or this side, or something, so that you have Sentinels that can attack the boss from far away. It also is units on our side, so hopefully we don't lose because of having no units.
Jonesy is asking, does Inspire work on specials? Jonesy, if you ever have a question about any skill, I recommend just checking the PDF. This is available online digitally. You can literally check from your phone. But I find once I read this, questions are always answered super quick. So for example, what I would do, so you don't even have to ask anybody, Inspire, okay? Allies adjacent to this unit add a blue dice to their attacks. And if you read about specials, specials are not attacks, okay? Specials are an alternative to attacking. So right there, the fact that this says added to your attacks, the answer is no. You do not add those. Inspire doesn't work against specials, okay? Hopefully that helps. All right. It's very specific in this game. Attack damage is very different than an ability that deals damage, for example. And attacks are very different from specials. They get around things. So something like Quick Strike, you know, this is how you help understand it. What I found with this game and most chip theory games, the rule book seems kind of like there's not complete rules in there. They're very straightforward. What they put in there is how the game works. Sometimes you'll come up with weird situations like, oh, there's a pedestal here. Can adjacent units attack a pedestal? It's up higher, right? Is there some kind of rule for like only range units can shoot up to it like in other games I play? No. If it's not in the rule book, it's just not a thing, right? But I find when I read a chip theory rule book, the game doesn't fully make sense. I feel like I'm misunderstanding something when I'm playing strategically. I doesn't understand how I'm supposed to beat it. Maybe the game seems too hard. And this applies to all their games. Anyone who's like, this chip theory game is too hard and I don't get it, it's because you forget that a lot of the rules are not in the rule book. They're on the reference sheets included. And some of the chip theory games include a lot of reference sheets. But once you start reading those reference sheets, the rules make sense and you start understanding the exceptions to the rule. And then you can use those together, the rule book plus the reference sheets. You'll start to understand the strategies in the game where the designers are trying to like steer you and what options you have. So if you're like not understanding like how is agile different from an attack, which they even put in their FAQ because a lot of people don't understand. But once you read this, you'll understand like you have to really understand the core concept of like an attack is not a special and dealing damage is not the same as attack damage and stuff like that. And once you read through here, so like I was saying, Quick Strike, when this unit is the target of an attack and the attacker is with this in this unit's range, this unit deals the attacker 1 damage before the attack is resolved. So if a unit is using Agile, which is a special, this unit rolls dice equal to its attack, but it's not an attack, it's a special, okay? And deals the roll damage to its target. So dealing damage is different than like applying attack damage. So Agile would get around Quick Strike because it's not attack damage. So a unit with Agile can just sit there and punch a Quick Strike unit in the face and never have to worry about getting hit because it's not actually attacking, it's using a special ability, which deals damage, not attacking. Okay, so once you understand those concepts of the game, you start reading through this sheet, it starts coming out like, ah, I get why they have that ability. I get which ability counters which ability and all that kind of stuff. Same thing can be applied to Burn Cycle, Cloud Spire, Too Many Bones. You have to read the reference sheets. Even if they're characters you're not playing, just read through them while you're learning the game and things will start clicking. Because not all the rules are in the rulebook. They assume you're familiar with the reference sheets also for every faction or character or whatever. I find it that it like helps with the complete picture. Okay? Hopefully that helps. All right. Yes. So it starts off in this mode. If you could just pass me the rulebook quick there. So again, we looked at this before, but they have a reference sheet on the back of the rulebook. And we're playing Ascension mode now. So this is probably good to see. Titan has a turn. So they deploy. Boom, done, deployed. First turn only. Then we do the Titan activity, which is roll the Titan's attack dice. Then the co-op, we go on our turn, or if you're playing solo, you just go. We can choose the order we go, but it's the same as a normal turn we've seen before. Deploy, then tactic if you want, then move, then abilities, then engage. And engage is attack or a special, not both. Then an arena turn only if the Titan has one. We know the Titan we're playing today has an arena turn, right? So this is just how it's going to flow. Very same as kind of like similar to the Onslaught mode. Except the Onslaught mode always has an arena turn. And the Immortals more similar to a regular unit. It doesn't have like this Titan ability stuff, but that's how we'll do it. There you go.
Thank you.
So we've deployed. Titan is dazed. Anytime a unit's deployed, it's dazed on the first turn, unless it says otherwise. So this one's dazed. Now it comes to our turn. We choose which one of us goes first. And again, Mel can only deploy on the red hexes. I can deploy on the blue. I have a tactic. Mel does not. So it only happens on my turn. I can choose to play a tactic. And once that tactic's played and gone, well, I don't have to worry about tactics ever again. The only thing I have to worry about during a tactic step is if I earn this ability of flipping a foothold or moving a foothold. That will take place in that step. All right.
So part of me thinks
I don't think it really matters on the first turn.
I don't think it matters on the, it doesn't, but I do have first strike. So technically, and I have range on my marksman. So like I could place them out in one of these spaces and do a first strike on, I can't reach that shard, like on this shard, for example.
But if it defeats it,
but then he will gain the shard.
So remember, on our Titan is going after the weakest opponent. Your ranged units are only 2 health,
right?
So they're usually like kind of the weakest unit, right? But she might not be able to reach them. But also look at the arena units when they start showing up. They're going after the weakest shard holder. So now you're gonna have, like, if your our ranged units are the ones that get the shards, they're now a target, like doubly a target, because they're weak and they're holding shards. And even here, she's trying to fatigue shard holders. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to just keep that in mind. Like, to hold the shard is great responsibility.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So yes, you can do it.
I mean, that's also saying that my yellow die is going to hit.
Yeah.
Probably won't.
But
I mean, it gets it going and it gets this started.
But the cool part is, even if she got the shard, like let's say you fought it, you defeated it, you've now cleared that off. That's 2 damage to start going up a crowd favor meter.
Right.
That's good. Now she can be damaged, but she now gets extra range of 1. But this unit now rolls a blue. But if she dies, this chip is just drops and someone else can pick it up. They just have to move into the space. Boom, now you have a new shard holder. Or you can just leave it there so that shard holders aren't targeted.
Right.
Until you need that extra dice, or you need to grab a shard to use its ability. I love the choice. Lots of decision points here.
I think I want to try. this.
You do whatever. I'm just showing that it's like, you got to think like that far ahead, because like, what does your Titan do? Like, if you're holding a shard, is it that bad? Is it good to have the shard? Does the benefit at this point in the game outweigh the negative? Like, so cool. But yeah, do whatever you want.
Like, I'm likely going to lose at least one of these units. So
never. But we only have so many, Mel. You don't have 10.
Somebody's
10 pieces of meat to throw to the meat grinder this time. We have to be careful.
You're right. Okay, I'm going to deploy him here.
Yeah.
And then he's going to use first strike here at range 2. So that is a black and a yellow.
That's a cock die. You got to roll that black again for sure.
Oh my gosh.
2 hits.
That was 2 hits.
How dare you doubt the yellow dice? So instead, because yellow dice suck, we chose today, instead, we're using gold dice. Metallic alloy golden color dice, because then they're not yellow, so they can't suck as much, right?
Oh, they don't tell you how many hits are on them, though?
No.
They all have, okay. That's fine. It doesn't matter to me.
I think they're fixing that in the future, or maybe they're not. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
Okay, so this shard is now active and collected by this character. This space is now open, 2 damage. We get to choose which track we want to start working on. Do we want to start with the add 3 HP to a unit? Can we get that one going in?
That would be good to keep your shard holder alive.
But you probably also have characters. I mean, we can see what the situation is, but
remember, if you boost up the health on a unit, you could turn that unit from the weakest to like the strongest. So then it maybe isn't targeted as often, right?
Okay, so we'll put it, you're good with that, with the 3 HP? Or we can...
No, Yogi, I didn't say, Mel, this is why you shouldn't do this. I was just showing you guys, like, what could be the result and how you have to think with these shards, like, how interesting that is. Like, just be careful with, like, what you're doing, right? Like,
yeah, I agree. Part of me is thinking, I'm okay. Like, if I were to lose this guy in a couple of turns, but I open up 1 space for a sentinel, and we can now start damaging this character. If, for example, there is no minions that come out, or what are they called? The
arena units.
Arena units. There's no arena units that come out. Then we can start damaging her. We'll see. So, okay, are we good? We're going to put this on here.
Yep.
To on the add 3 HP to a unit.
Yep.
Okay.
And how it normally works, we're going to all play together. We're doing true co-op. We just play as a team. But I think how the co-op rules work is each player decides how their crowd favor is spent. So if I damage some units and I get a couple points crowd favor, I could say, Mel, I don't like what you're doing over there. I'm going to take it and actually, I'm going to apply it to a different track, you know, on my turn when I do my crowd favor. So we could battle back and forth and keep like switching it and never get anywhere, but we're not going to do that. But you could, because it is very specific about who gets what and how the abilities are determined. So that way in co-op, it's kind of reducing the alpha gamer in this game that could appear. They have some rules kind of fighting against that, but I mean, we're just going to play together. We play with you guys, all playing as one team. It's all good. And plus Mel's always right. So if we can't choose something, it's like Mel's right. We got an emoji for that for a reason. Unless she doesn't have, never mind. Okay. Where was it? Right here. So I didn't show this before, but the crowd favor track actually is modified a little bit with co-op. It actually, to again fight against alpha gamer stuff, gaining a support chip, just whoever gains it gets to do whatever with it. But or no, sorry, not whoever gains it. The player B controls all sentinels regardless of who places them.
And you're player B, just FYI.
Yeah, I'm player B.
I'm player A.
And it says here, recall that all crowd favor earned by both players is tracked on a shared crowd favor track. The player that deals the damage that reaches a reward on the crowd favor track is the player who places the support chip if one is gained. Okay, so if you hit the last 5 points on one of the tracks, that player decides what happens with that. But player B controls all sentinels. The player's footholds are shared, and both players can move their units onto them. Crowd favor rewards are allocated between the players as follows. So to add 3 to any unit, player B ultimately chooses which unit gets the 3 HP. So I probably could give it to the Titan if I wanted to, right? If I wanted to be the trader. Activate your hero. Obviously, that's player A gets to activate, because player A is the only one that has a hero in the troop. Mine is locked away behind this. You may use outer deployment hexes. That affects both players. And then you may move or flip a foothold each turn. That's player B gets to decide. Player B controls all the support chip stuff. And then place this hero in your camp. Obviously, it's player B's hero. And it's active. It's active already. But again, I just flipped it over because I don't want to stare at another unit stats on the board so that we don't... Yeah, it's just gone. All right.
I think it's your turn. Oh, there was, are those metal dice worth it?
That's only an answer for you.
Yeah.
They are hefty, they are weighted, they are nice, they're nice to have. But again, the dice in this game, which I've put away, which you've probably seen already, I love those pearly dice. I don't mind rolling plastic dice, but these do feel pretty premium. Again, overproduced is like a theme with chip theory, but they are pretty ballin'. They had metal dice with the original Hoplomachus, so they made our alloy dice or whatever. So they're very heavy. Yes, you could like throw these and smash a window for sure. Probably kill somebody with them, I would assume. But yeah, they're just very nice. But if it's worth it for you, like, do you have a dice tray that can handle them? Will they destroy your tabletop? Like, if you roll your dice on your nice wooden dining table, yeah, these are not worth it.
Oh, yeah.
They're not worth it, okay? But only you can answer that option, whether the price, the shipping, whether you need these dice. They are custom. They're only for this game in Victorum. You can't use them in any other game, so it's not like you buy some alloy D6s or, you know, D10s or whatever. You can use those in other games, right? These are locked to this game. So asking someone else if they're worth it, I don't know. If you mean they're worth it for their money, it's like depends. Maybe you don't care for premium stuff. Like I play with the plastic ones. I forget these even exist. I don't care. When I play with these, they're cool, but like they're not blowing my mind, but they're super sick looking. They're nice to feel. It's like a whole different feeling rolling alloy dice. You just got to try it. Go to a convention. You can probably roll. There's vendors that sell alloy dice, custom dice like that. Go roll some at their booth. Try them out. Go to Chip Theory's booth. Try them out.
We'll also tell you after we play this through to the end.
Yeah,
if we win or lose, that will also dictate my thoughts.
Yeah. If we lose, we blame the dice.
Yeah.
So we'll just blame the alloy dice. So then I will tell you they're not worth it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Because we've had good luck with those other dice. So
yeah.
We'll see. I mean, so far, that first roll was pretty on point.
All right.
Your turn.
Hey, Alan, how's it going? All right. My turn.
Mhm.
All right. So I can deploy a unit. Do I do the same thing with my marksman?
Yeah, see, Josie says thanks. Skip them in the campaign, but you are 1 for 1 on the yellow already. Yes. That'll depend, right?
No, gold.
Gold.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
These are gold. Not to be confused with the crappy yellow dice. These are now golden dice. Yes. Until they start rolling misses, then we'll swear at them and call them yellow dice.
Yeah.
But for now, they're gold. All right.
So far, we're good.
Okay. I will deploy.
Yeah, you can try the same thing if you want.
But then she gets +2 range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want that right now.
Yeah, then.
I might want it when we're closer to getting a second support chip. But then I don't know how many sentinels I want. I like the footholds on the inner hexes to start shutting those off and reducing where she can deploy enemies.
I think 1 sentinel is definitely a good idea, at least.
So I might try the strategy of... let me just deploy my warrior, maybe. Or my taunt unit. If I do my taunt unit... But I gotta remember, like, if she starts deploying units, I need something to fight back. No, I'll do the taunt unit, I think. But then the damage off here helps the track move up.
Yeah, but if you don't want a shard yet, that's understandable.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll just do my warrior for now. Get it in there, start it moving around sooner. I'll go here, I think. No, the slower moving unit's probably better because it'll take forever to get where it needs to go. And I'll deploy this unit maybe here. Here. Yep. All right. Telling you there. Final answer. Okay. Dazed. Now arena turn. No arena units yet. Okay. Back to the Titan. We're going to do the Titan ability. So we need a black die, or in this case, a platinum, silver. I don't know what this is. 2 green, 2 blue, and 2 gold. And I wish I had yellow.
Oh, to roll for them?
Yeah, but we'll see. Okay, you roll them up. Roll them up. See what we get.
Okay, so black, we got 1 hit.
So we go in order from top to bottom. So black says we roll an arena die. So if you can...
I'll just roll it on the mat.
Roll it on the mat? Okay. Watch out. Those
6.
arena dice can, like, destroy everything.
I know, you're right. 6.
6. So it's going in 6 direction. She is moving 1 hex in direction 6 according to our compass right here. Okay.
Okay, green. We have 1 hit on green.
So for each hit, she deploys a unit. So I'm going to mix up the bag of units. Our first arena unit is Dude on a Horse.
Dude on a horse.
Dude on a horse who has 2 range, 2 movement, 2 health, rolls a green and a yellow, has first strike, so actually can attack on the turns deployed. But remember, this is the Titan's turn, not the arena unit's turn. So this kind of doesn't matter. And it's a Beastmaster. So if a beast shows up for them, it will be able to control its movement instead of roaming. So because the center deployment hex is open, she always wants to deploy on the center hex first. But if the center hex was occupied by, let's say, herself, we could choose any inner deployment hex. But she's here, so it will go here. Cool part, at the start of this guy's turn, the center deployment hex from the Colosseum will damage that unit by 1. So that's kind of good for us, actually.
I wish it was 1 closer, but that's okay.
All right.
Okay, blue. We got 1 hit on blue.
Okay, 1 hit on blue. Oh no, she's going to attack. But remember, she's only 1 range. But you took a shard, so she's actually 2.
I don't think she can hit anybody.
1, 2. Nothing. Can't reach anybody yet.
Okay.
So a little calm. We're good.
1 yellow.
1 yellow. Okay, so 1 yellow hit means The shard holder closest to Ishil becomes fatigued until the end of this troop's turn. There is only one shard holder in play, so the closest is pretty easy to figure out. So this unit is snoozing till the end of its turn. So that really sucks.
Yep.
That really sucks. Okay. So next.
Back around to us.
Yep, it's our turn. We can decide who goes first. Does it matter? I don't know. I don't think so really, because we're kind of opposite sides of the map. I wonder if the deployment hex one would have been smarter at the beginning to get these open. So like you could deploy units up here with me or something, or I could deploy units down with you. But we'll just go with what we did. It's fine.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, like you might not want your hero out right away. So that maybe is not something you go for right away. But the idea of being able to use all the deployment hexes, that's pretty juicy. Again, you can use inner. You can deploy a unit right here if you want, but then they, on their turn, as long as they're on there and you don't move away, they won't have skills or attack. So if you put like a retaliate unit here, these can attack, but will not get retaliated on because there's no skills.
Yeah, like there's a play that I could put like a tactical here.
Yep.
Move it into here.
Correct.
And then it's on your side.
Yep.
And then if we open this space up.
But are we going to? I don't know.
I don't know.
Put it here. 1, 2, 3. I could deploy a first strike archer. It would be inspiring it. That archer could shoot this, probably destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can make it a sentinel, and then it would have inspire.
And then
it would have first strike. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong chip. It would have first strike, right?
Yeah.
So it could attack right away with inspire. That's pretty pro plays. But it has 4 range, so it could reach this dude, right?
It would have to be deployed. I don't think it'll work because it can't attack. Oh yeah, it's first strike. Yes, first strike. Okay, so then let's do that. Let's try.
Is that like crazy next level play? I think all of that works. Oh, correct.
Oh,
Peach
it will.
Right.
You're right.
Yes, it won't have tactical when you deploy it there because its skills don't exist. So you can't move it on the first turn. So that breaks all that.
But I could put it here.
Yeah.
Then I could move it to here.
Yeah.
Putting a.
Yep.
We can just do it on this side.
Yep, that's
instead.
fine. Yep. Peach, nice catch.
Yeah, good catch because I was trying to cheat. Okay.
Yeah, it would have no skills at all. It's weird. We're so used to when a unit's dazed, it still has innate abilities, but these hexes are literally like worse than dazed. It's like they got nothing, but they can move off of those spaces. So it's like they still have some ability, but they can't. The tactical doesn't allow them to move yet. That's very cool.
So this is us hoping that this guy takes out this one.
I don't know.
And then
maybe.
like because
he's only rolling 1 die, so that's not gonna happen. But
we still need 3 to even get this sentinel out this turn.
But it could be off this guy.
Can someone reach that guy?
The sentinel.
We need
1, 2, 3, 4.
We need to get a
sentinel.
We need to get 3 damage something before we even get a sentinel.
Yeah.
And my guy's dazed. This guy can't attack. Now I'm saying if you can do 3 damage by this guy attacking, and then
only do 1.
Yeah, but then near first strike.
First strike, yes. But then we have 2 shards off, and then she can reach further. So it becomes scarier.
So I'm saying maybe I don't want to deploy this one yet. Maybe I want to deploy this one first.
You do whatever you want. But remember, she might start deploying 2 units at a turn, so you got to build up some kind of like damage machine, I think. Prepare for a sentinel to be on that pedestal, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Okay. This guy's going to attack. Who? This guy's attacking this guy, right? This shareholder? Shard holder?
Well, it's whoever the weakest shard holder can reach first.
Which would be the
then a hero, there's none, or the closest opponent. And in this case, the dead center, so like every opponent's the same distance, I think.
1, 2, 1, 2. So he's gonna hit. We're gonna hope that yellow die misses. Okay.
But we choose where he goes.
Okay, so she's gonna deploy here. She's gonna use.
Oh, he can move 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can reach the shard holder, yes. So yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna hope he's still alive, and then if not, okay, so she's gonna deploy here, then she's gonna move to here. Because worst case, she'll take it out next turn.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with the marksman, I guess.
Oh, and then he's now. My turn is in.
Okay. Where do the warrior? Insert the warrior going after that shard, maybe? I don't know. So if she's here, she has +2 range. 1, 2, 3.
Well, she's gonna go back here on the start of her turn.
Yeah, but if she moves, which most likely is going to happen every time.
I'm just banking that hopefully she moves this way.
Yeah. I'm just worried about getting that second shard. We already can start damaging her. So she can help get us.
Definitely.
Stuff.
Oh, this guy's gonna lose a health.
Yes.
That.
You have to read the crowd favor for this.
Yeah, because I don't know if that counts for us.
I think it's only.
Is it only when we damage?
When you deal damage to any opponent, you gain crowd favor equal the amount of HP the opponent loses.
Okay, so that does not count.
So we're not dealing damage, it's like the arena dealing the damage.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, you're right.
I also could like blitz out this guy to give him more damage there, but.
Oh, you're so right. I can't move through this. I have to move around it.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. So
yeah,
we can only get to here.
Yeah, they're blocked hexes for us.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry. Which is still fine because he's still going for this one.
But then she might be able to reach that one. Ooh. It's okay.
Do I stay here then?
I don't know what you do.
And then 1, 2, 3.
Your call.
Yes, I stay there. I mean, she still could. But I might destroy this and she has to reach anyway. Yeah, she still could.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about getting all the shards. Like, we just leave one shard. She can't reach a lot of our units. But we could reach her with sentinels and damage her while we leave all the shards like that.
Yeah.
But then the only problem is only one shard holder option for everyone going after that one shard holder.
Yeah, definitely.
So slowly that single shard holder will start getting lost. But as our units gain shards, they start being more offensive and start really destroying units and destroying her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, I don't know. It's crazy. I love it. All right. I'm going to play this warrior here. And this unit is going to reposition this way, I think. Or not reposition, just move. And just stay there. It's going to attack with black die.
No.
Nothing. Hit. Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. That's me finished.
Okay. Arena turn. This guy's going to lose a health at the start of his turn for being in the center space.
Okay, then we know it's going to be able to reach your boom boom. And then can attack with a green and a yellow.
Oh.
It did get the 2 hits. Wow. So this shard gets dropped.
This guy's dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
I was really banking on no hit on that yellow.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Okay.
Now she returns at the start of her turn to the center hex. You're going to roll all of her dice.
Okay. Black is a miss.
So no movement.
Green is 1 hit.
So we'll deploy a unit. It'll be, they're tactician, strategist, tactical and inspire. 2 health. We can choose where it goes. In 1 range. It will inspire her though too if it's beside her, but we don't know. Like, she's not moving right now.
Right.
But it inspires her right this minute, which is kind of nuts. But she's not reaching anybody, which is good. But in the future, we need to kill this thing quick. So now that we lost your range unit, I don't even have a range unit. I think we'll just let this unit chase us around or something.
Yeah, like you can put it like on this side probably. Move for 3 though.
I know. Well, what can you do? All right. So that unit's deployed. What else you got over there? You have blue?
Blue, I have 1.
So she attacks. So she can't reach anything, so we're not even going to roll.
And 1 yellow.
And 1 yellow. The shard holder closest, which is none, would become fatigued. Okay. And now the arena, our turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like this one is just going to go here or somewhere in here and take out this one. And then I can deploy my warrior. Hmm. Do you go first?
Maybe.
Actually, if you did put this person on one of these spaces, if we did put a sentinel in here with first strike and inspire, it could possibly take it out.
Can it reach here?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
We just have to do 3 damage, which I can do 1 for sure. If you can do 2 damage in this turn. I mean, I know.
I don't know.
I know it's not guaranteed, but
I can if I like blitz this guy, so he's got 2 attack. Maybe, but he might miss. I don't really want to put my warrior here. My warrior's going after this one.
Yep, that's fair.
Because like we got to get it in position. But if we put it here, my warrior could have went and fought this unit to then possibly get a couple.
Okay, then that's fine because then.
But then it's close to her, and it'd be the weakest unit probably.
I think this one will be.
If she can reach it.
She'll be here or here.
Who will be there or there? One. No, I'm worried about this.
Yeah, but she's the weakest.
Oh, but only if she goes that direction. We don't know. That's the fun. With her movement and going in any weird way, like you never know who's going to be in the target.
True. Maybe she won't even attack. Maybe we'll roll no blue die.
Okay. Oh yeah, but I can deploy a marksman this turn, so I probably could do the 2 damage on this, like for sure, without even blitzing. Yes, that's why these footholds are so strong, because we can't attack her adjacent, right? But if we slapped a foothold down, we were talking about it earlier in the stream, then a unit here can attack her, right? So these footholds are very powerful for that reason. But like when to do that and where to put them and all that stuff, very cool. All right. Yeah, who goes first?
You, I think.
Okay.
We'll see what happens here.
So I'm definitely deploying my marksman on this one deployment hex. I'm not going to put it on this deployment hex. Long shot and first strike, so I can do a long shot. We are able to damage her, right?
Yes.
But yeah, long shot's only yellow die, so it probably won't hit, but it's like that's the other reason maybe that one reached, but the sentinels have better chance of hitting anyway.
Well, especially if they're inspired, I feel.
Oh yeah, that's true. I probably inspire. Okay, so we're gonna do should I put the tactic there on somebody? Yes. This one maybe?
Sure. I mean,
I don't know. Is that a waste?
Not necessarily. Not if we keep deploying in this area and then it can.
Okay. So I've just deployed Blitz, which adds a green die to this unit's attack. Okay. So now it rolls a black and a green. Probably should have did it earlier. I just didn't know to commit. I kind of want to see like which units get in a good position. Maybe save that for later when whoever's attacking the boss, you know, throw it on them and then they're getting extra damage on the boss to try to rush it later.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be a risk, like a gamble. It might have not paid off, but we'll see. So we're going to do long shot on the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a hit. Surprise. Okay. Oh yeah, I could have attacked this too. I forgot. Actually, sorry. Scratch that. I want to attack this first. Oh, I got to move. This one's going to stay. This one, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing things all out of order here. I forgot that this... Do we want to? Yeah, so first this unit will attack. I need to see what happens here first, I think. That would have been the smarter play, right? What do we do?
2 attacks.
2 hits?
Yep.
Oh. So we also have a shard holder here. So now this unit's going to be the target. So I made a unit blitzed. That also is going to be like targeted. It's not the weakest.
We could just give that unit 3 HP so that potentially...
Hits around for a long time?
Yeah.
I don't know. But other ones are going to become shard holders too. So I probably would try to protect some of our other units that are less meaty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now this unit, yeah, would do the long shot. We know it misses, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
I'm finished.
I can deploy on this space still.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
then she'll just become...
Yeah, that doesn't change the properties of the hex.
Okay. And then she'll go 1, 2...
Oh, 2 damage left here. Did you move that up?
I did.
Okay.
I did. We'll get the last one here.
So now she has +2 range because
3.
we have 2 shards that are active or in possession.
Okay. And then she'll attack here for the 1, which will take out this guy. I don't know where we want to put a little discard pile.
Let's put him down here.
Or a little dead.
Yeah, we'll put a little dead row down here, sure.
Okay. That does our last. So we can add 3 HP to a unit.
Could do this one to keep it alive. Now that's a shard holder. It would make this one the weakest, probably. You do whatever. Oh, actually, I'm the choice.
Yeah, you're the choice. What is that one's at 5? This one, so this would be at 6. That would be the weakest if we put this on here. I feel like we put this.
But then again, if this one picks up this one's rolling like 4 dice, and we could keep it alive longer. There's so many.
Maybe put on that one then.
This one could go down here and get this, and then it becomes like.
I think she's gonna go this way.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, yeah, let's do the warrior.
Okay.
Let's get crazy.
Then this unveils.
With retaliate too, getting used longer. So we got our first support chip.
Which I think we make a sentinel.
Sentinel here?
For the first one, yeah, because they can already start attacking, right? So it has first strike.
So 3 health on the sentinel, so it can die. And as first strike, this is happening on your turn.
Yep.
So these I actually control.
Yes.
So it doesn't go right now.
But it still has first strike, no?
But they go on my turn.
Oh, so then I should have went first.
Okay.
Sorry.
So then you.
Because I knew I was doing that one.
Sure.
So then yes, it would. Because I mean.
So then we say that happened on my turn. I did the final damage.
Yes.
And then we deploy that there. So do whatever you were doing with it.
Just a first strike on this one.
Yeah, yeah. I think because they all go on my turn because I control them.
Yeah.
So
we have to. Yeah.
Yeah. A little weird in co-op.
Oh, I didn't roll the red die. You're right, but it's on auto hit.
No.
Do you want me to do it? It's just.
Listen,
I only do
you're gonna ignore this pretty red alloy die. We want to see it roll.
All right, let's do it. That's the red die. Sorry. Hit.
Oh,
yes, successful. Yes. Successful. Okay, now this is the sentinel. We want 2, and we got 1 on the yellow only. What the heck?
So 1 damage here.
Yeah.
Which track?
So what track are we doing next? Do we want the hero or do we want? it? I don't know.
I'd say the hero one.
Hero?
Because it also gives the benefit of you being able to deploy on other support, or me deploying on your support, your deployment hexes.
Okay. Alrighty.
Arena turn. So they don't deploy. They just whatever is in play, they activate. So this one is a strategist with 3 movement, and again they're going after first the weakest shard holder they can if they can reach one. Right here. This one, right?
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh shoot.
And then it's going to roll the red die, if you could, please, to see to see if it can hit this one.
Oh, dang it!
Oh man, 1 health gone.
Okay. Her turn.
Yes.
She's already in the center. These are her dice.
Yeah, roll them up.
Let's have a big miss turn. All blanks. Oh.
Roll it in there. Roll it in there. No.
Well, I don't want to bump them all.
So that's what they would have done normally. Who cares?
Oh.
See?
Okay. So black is a hit.
So roll a d6. Just roll it in there. Whatever.
1.
1 is this direction. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Okay. And then.
So she definitely can reach both these units. This one's probably going to get
And
toasted.
now she attacks?
Yep. Weakest opponent. It's this one she can reach, right? 1, 2, 3. Can't reach there. 1, 2, 3. Can reach here, but taunt only works when it's adjacent, so it is going to try to destroy my marksman. That sucks.
Oh, man. Okay, so this is her attack.
Marksman
2.
dead.
Oh.
That's nuts.
Dang it. Didn't even get to go.
Dead unit pile down here. Dead unit pile. All down.
Alrighty. Greens are 2 hits. That's 2 are going to deploy?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
First
They're
unit.
escalating quickly.
Yes, agreed. Our first unit is their defensive unit, their protector. Rolls a black die, 5 health, 1 move, 1 range, has the taunt and reposition business. And the next unit is their beast, the Ibex, roaming and whirlwind. So
which
is their
we don't.
Beastmaster still
No,
play?
it's dead.
So it's roaming.
Gonna roam.
Where do we want it to go?
Maybe.
This one moves super slow, so you can maybe start chiseling at this guy. He's got 4 health before it reaches, or like, well, it's in reach of a sentinel.
Yeah, I might even be able to get this. Yeah.
But it does move for 2 and attacks with 4 or 3 greens.
Let's put it maybe like somewhere here, maybe hoping, I don't know, that it either can't move or...
Oh yeah, it's got a roam.
Yeah, because there's no beast.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get lucky.
Yes, interesting. Okay,
Okay,
that was deploying. What is the blues?
Blues, 2 hits.
So you're gonna roll an arena die again.
Oops,
roll
sorry.
arena die, please.
4.
4. So in the direction of this way, all units in this straight line all move to her, but they're already there.
Okay. And then
the
yellows are both misses.
So nothing. Now our turn.
Yeah.
I have no use to deploy, so what I have is what I have. Until we can unlock my hero, I have nothing else new to come into play. Until you unlock your hero, you have nothing else new to come into play. So is there a reason why anyone should go first? I don't know.
I'm just thinking, can we get... I can only do no damage, really.
I mean, we could ignore these guys and literally just hammer on her. That is a play, although I've moved way too far away.
This guy can only reach one of these two.
Yeah, so it's like we're not in the position for it.
She's going to go this way to start this one, because eventually, if we can get her down to 1, that we just need a 1 hit, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't really have this. She's going to just kind of go in here, maybe. So she's in a safer...
Isha only attacks if she gets the blue.
Yeah.
And she only moves if she gets a hit on the black. And she only attacks if she gets a 1 hit on the blue. If she gets 2 hits or 0 hits, she doesn't attack. There it is, if you want to pause it and read. But literally, it's the only line that lets her attack, is a 1 hit on the blue. Because remember, if you can show the back of the book,
yeah,
the steps for Ascension, right here. So look at the Titan turn. There is no engage step. So it's literally only what's directed by the Titan's activities. We don't make up an engage step. We don't make up a movement step. There's none of that. It's literally only driven by what she gets on these dice and what this sheet says. Okay, don't start adding in steps into the turn. None of that stuff. Okay.
Oh.
What?
We hit 2. Oh, we did the blue twice.
Yep. So she doesn't attack.
But who killed your marksman? I think we did it twice.
Did you tell me?
Yeah, because we moved.
Oh, I just messed up then.
Is that what you're saying? Did we do it twice?
I don't remember what Mel told me and what I did. So, yeah, so she shouldn't attack here then, right?
Right, so your guy's still there.
I thought that was last turn. I don't know what we're doing.
Maybe I don't know. Things blend together. No attack then. Okay, so we did do it.
Why did we roll that?
I don't know.
Maybe you told me 1 blue and I just did it? I don't know.
No, because I take them out too, like to show and to, because we did this.
Oh, I probably just
I think we did it twice.
Yeah, I don't remember, guys.
It's all good.
Honestly,
Thank you.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Thank you for asking that question, because that's huge.
If that wasn't on a previous round, I don't know. But
I feel like it just a pull.
Okay, anyways, so we get this unit back?
Yeah, so I think you go first.
Sorry, guys. All right. Yeah.
The black die, is it the black die doesn't attack though?
No, it just doesn't move.
The black die is what moved. Then we deployed 2 for the 2 greens. And then we rolled 2 hits.
Yeah, and then yellows were nothing, right?
And the yellows were nothing.
And that was all this turn, not previous turn?
No, that's what's right here.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't see the yellows.
Sure.
But...
All right, we're good. We're good, right? Okay.
Yes.
We should be good.
We should be good, yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to move so I can go first. I can go here.
Yep.
And then 1, 2. Done.
You did no damage, so it's not going to get me another sentinel unless I do it.
But hopefully this guy can do some damage.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. Let's do movement. Do this. Okay, want this one to protect, but think we move this here, but then I could make this unit move in. I could move my marksman in here to then do like good damage on the boss. Maybe.
I mean, if we can start getting it.
Yeah, because there's potential of more juicy blue chips to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's be a little aggressive. This unit is just gonna chill. And this unit is gonna move one more over here.
Yeah, and if you do a total of 4 damage,
Yeah.
you can get another sentinel.
All right, so let's attack here first. This unit has 1 health left. We're gonna roll a blue and a green and a black. Yeah, you can roll them. Go nuts. Mel sucks. All right.
It's not me, it's the dice.
That's horrible. All right. Anyways,
not even on the black.
Again, the weakest part of the game is the dice. Moments like that just crush me. All right. Now, here's the problem. I actually want this unit now because I've seen that. I want this unit actually to attack there, unfortunately. So if you can roll a black and a yellow against the strategist, please. Holy shnikey. Can you now please roll a black, a blue, and a yellow against this, please?
I don't know what I want to roll.
Just roll. Like, just get through it to get to the good moments. Because if I sit there and dwell, I don't want to play this game anymore.
Okay, 2.
Freaking blanks all over the place. 2.
So that one.
So it's destroyed. Great. Now move that little bar up too.
Done.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. So now this one's a shard holder. And we'll attend all shard holder meetings going forward.
Dang it.
Always got to.
Oh, this guy can still go.
Oh, yes.
And he's inspired. So he's going to roll 2 blue and a yellow.
1, 2, 3, or 3. I want this one dead.
Okay. 2.
2.
Okay, that does get us this.
Boom, boom. 2 hits off the Ibex.
Okay. You get this. You can do whatever you want with that. Which it is your turn. So first strike could happen and potentially get rid of that guy in the front there.
Or the Ibex if I put it up here. 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonesy. Not worth it. They're not worth it. As you've seen. Even in our Victorian playthrough, when I was playing through that, man, I tried using the metal dice to replace the plastic dice odds. They actually started performing worse, so then I like switched back, I think. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. There was no difference. Surprise. Do I do a foothold? No, let's get crazy. 3, 4. Or I just go after this unit. Yeah, I'll just go here. If you roll a blue and a yellow. So lame.
Nope.
Wow. Okay, anyways. That's our turn done. Arena turn. This one's going to lose a health, standing on the center hex. This one's going to roam. This one's going to move for 1. We can choose the order of all this movement. This one is going after the weakest shard holder that it can reach. It can move for 3. 1, 2, 3. Can't reach that one. 1, 2, 3. Can't reach that one. So it's just going to stay here with this one. And then this one wants to go after the weakest shard holder it can reach, which is none. The hero, there are none. Closest opponent it can reach, there's none. So it'll just go after the weakest shard holder. Which
well, you can say is this one if you want.
It is that one.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Because it's 3 health. So this one is going to move 1 closer. Let's move it this way. Maybe mess with the Ibex a little more. Now roaming. So twice you're going to roll a d6.
3.
3, it's going to roam this way.
And 5.
It's going to roam this way.
Okay, so
no it can't reach anything. It only has range of 1.
Okay, I like that.
Now attack time. This one can't reach anything. This one can't reach anything. This one though can, and we'll just attack the taunt unit. Roll a red for me, please, to find out if it hits.
Oh, I always hit on these ones.
Yeah, weird.
Weird.
I don't know how you keep doing that, but sure. All right, so we're gonna take a damage there. No retaliate. Damn it. That's all good. Okay.
Her turn. She goes back here.
Yep.
And we roll all this.
Yep.
We'll do it.
And we're gonna follow this exactly, not make up steps.
Okay, black is 1.
So roll a d6. We're gonna find out which direction. Please don't roll it on here.
Okay, so then let's do
Then it'll knock this one over, which knocks this one over, then knocks this one over, which knocks this one over.
2.
2. So it's going to go in the direction of this way. And just so we don't tip this, I always forget, I have the official Hoplomachus. Official Hoplomachus, if this will focus, please. Official Hoplomachus Rob's Gaming Table tall chip moving unit accessory. So we're going to use this.
Super helpful.
Yeah. So this is super helpful. So to move this one down, instead of using my hands like a peasant, we're going to use this chip moving accessory. And I'm going to move it this way, like so. And then this allows me to reach over other chips to move it like so. And then sometimes you can nudge it if it's not centered and you need it to be centered.
Yeah, because you have precision, right?
Yeah. And then I'm going to put it into the tall chip hero unit mover official Hoplomachus accessory holding sheath. And we'll put it in there. And then, yeah, I'm going to fumble with this part that fell through. All right. And then we'll put that back on for safety's sake. Again, do not use this with children. And then we're going to put that out of the way. All right, perfect. Optional accessory, by the way. Optional add-on accessory.
Don't ask if it's needed because only you know.
Yeah. Don't ask if it's worth it, okay? Please. I don't want those kind of questions here. I'm not answering that one. All right.
Okay. Unfortunately, the 2 greens mean we're going to gain 2 more units.
Okay.
Or they're going to gain 2 more units.
Oh,
I guess.
perfect. 2 more units. This is awesome. Okay, where are we here? We got to protect another protector.
Oh my god.
So it's going to go on the center hex. With you have enough HP there?
I sure do.
Man, they're getting their units out really fast. This didn't happen in our previous playthrough. A spa bed. Great. All right.
I need one
dude
more.
on a horse. We choose which spot it goes in. And 3 health. Is that their range unit? Can I see this?
Yes, it is.
First strike. Oh, Fury Aura. Oh no. 1 movement only though.
I mean, we could like bunch him up in here.
True. Sure. Okay. And then the blue.
Then the blue is 1 hit.
So now it's attacking.
Okay, so 2 black and
so she
blue.
has +3 range, right? Because we've got 3 shards active.
Yeah, and I think she's going for the weakest, right?
Weakest opponent it can reach within 4 range.
This one or your marksman?
So yeah, so then we choose, right? Or would it be the closest? I don't know. I think it's just we choose.
Yeah. We can have.
Or no, maybe it is the closest. If it can reach to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll just say it's this one, I guess. I don't know. Sure.
2 hits.
Boom, dead. Marksman gone. Officially this time.
Okay. And then yellow is 1 hit.
Yellow is 1 hit, which is the shard holder closest to her becomes fatigued.
That's this one, I think.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dang.
Yep. Yeah, it is looking rough, actually. Especially since you miss on like 18 attacks in a row. Definitely feels like very, you know, like what can you do? All right. Our turn?
Yep.
So again, we just needed to start damage her if this is what it's looking like. But we can, now we have lots of dudes to attack. We might want to slim them down a bit to try getting more sentinels in play that can help hit her from anywhere.
Oh, my hero's active now, sorry.
Yeah, your hero's active, so you could deploy it. But we also need to try to work, maybe get my hero in play since we're like running out of units a little bit here. I have a warrior up here who's not really doing anything yet, but can roll 4 dice. But we need to get a foothold down here so the warrior's able to get into a hex to even attack her. Unless she gets on the outside. But like, it's friggin' random.
I know, this one I was hoping was going to move her too and get in there and roll those 3 dice.
Yep, that would be amazing.
That's unfortunate.
But you would actually have to, oh, you can move here, yeah. All right, so I don't know.
Well, I think you go first because I'm tempted to move her. So at least if you go first, he has Inspire.
You don't think we'll get another Sentinel before? No, right? Because you only roll 1 die.
Yeah, yeah.
But your hero could be deployed and has Tactical if you want to put your hero even in play yet. And you can deploy your hero anywhere. Here, in the inner hex, here, but Tactical won't let it move out of there.
Yeah.
But do you think you put your hero in? It'll have 6 health, so it won't be targeted unless a weaker shareholder is not closer. Because the hero's the second thing they go after. It's only arena units. She'll go after only the weakest.
I am tempted to put him in, but maybe next round.
Okay.
I could. Tactical. And sorry, for the arena units, they're going for the
Weakest shard holder they can
as
reach.
well.
If they can't reach one, they go after the hero.
Okay.
But if you want your hero in play now, so you could use it the next turn, like sitting here, it's going to still take 2 turns to actually
maybe I
anything.
do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has absorbed. If this hero dies, though, then we're...
Like, you can put it down here, and then this guy can't even reach it yet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if that hero dies, we lose. So keep that in mind. Like,
it's absorbed, so it will only take 1 each hit. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll help. And then if we can get your hero in, too, for more dice...
Yeah, but that's still far away. That's like 10, 15 damage from now. That's a lot. A long time.
Okay. But I think I still go second.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, because then you get Inspire on this guy.
Sure.
1 extra die might make a difference.
Okay. So what am I doing here? Because once we get this, she can be killed.
Yeah.
So we could go YOLO all after the boss, but like we could also just chisel these guys down. But she's slowly gonna kill everybody. She can reach like anywhere, pretty much. I just wish this unit was dead already, so like I could move on from that. But I feel like I'm gonna sit here a whole other round wasting many, many attacks, which sucks. This one can't reach anything, which sucks also. But these will go for... I mean, they will go after this guy if he's closer. I don't know. Well, this one's attacking here. That's just happening. I don't see why it wouldn't. Maybe I move like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For black and blue?
The warrior's going to move. This one move only 1. Has 2 range. So I think I have to stay here and try to bait these guys first and then go and get them after.
Yep.
So I'm going to chill. All right. And then a black, a green, and blue on the strategist, please. 1 hit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all we need. Can you start on, I don't know, I guess this track?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Then this unit and this unit can still attack. So if you can do a blue, yellow, and a blue, 2 blues and a yellow. Let's go after... I think this one's the most dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, if it goes here, this one's toast. Oh, this one actually... Yeah, it can't move and reach. Oh yeah, this will change what it does. So it's going after the weakest shard holder it can reach. Can't reach that one if it's like that. Can't reach. So we'll go after the hero. No hero yet, right?
No.
Closest opponent. So it will actually go after this one. This one might not.
Yeah, that
So I'm
one.
actually going to go after this one, but it probably won't kill it, but...
Nothing.
Okay.
I was doing nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go after the boss.
Nothing.
Okay. My turn's done.
Mm. Man.
Agreed, Alan. Agreed. Yeah, this is so different than the playthrough we did off camera because of dice luck, which is unfortunate.
I think I actually have to even keep her here because...
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Pass. This one flips. Arena turn. This one will lose a health. Okay. Like there's maybe have this one go first. It might block this one, but it could make it easier to move. I don't know. I think roaming should go first. Just because unpredictable in nature could save our butt. Could hurt us though.
2.
2 goes this way.
Okay.
And if it just doesn't move now, that'd be good.
Stay where it is.
3 goes this way.
Oh.
That does suck. Okay.
Yeah, that sucks.
This one wants to move here. And this one wants to go for... These two want to go for the weakest shard holder they can reach, which is nobody. The hero, nobody. The closest
There's
opponent.
a hero here.
Oh, no? Okay, but they can't reach any of them. So now just it moves towards the weakest shard holder closest on the map. Weakest shard holder. 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Retaliate though. Yeah. So let's go like this. And let's go like this.
Oh, both these.
Oh yeah, I forgot when that unit goes there that was inspiring before. It won't inspire her because they have no skills. I forgot that. I just thought about that now.
Oh yeah.
So this one can't reposition. This one will reposition. Yeah, like this.
Okay, so this one's attacking first. I'm sorry, it's going for the weakest?
Weakest shard holder.
Nope.
Then hero.
Nope.
Then closest opponent. So you just choose. 4 greens.
I feel like I have to let her go because he's more versatile, right?
But he's only rolling blues and yellows, which seem to miss. If she stays, she's buffing this one. She's buffing whoever she can buff.
All right, we'll go here. Awesome. Maybe only 2 will hit and they'll still be alive.
Let the sentinel die, I think.
1.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and then the range guy is going to do the same thing with just 1 green.
Weakest shard holder.
Can't reach. Can't reach hero. It's one of these 2, so we'll just say sentinel. 1. Still alive. Okay. Her turn. She goes back here. Okay. Rolling all her die. Okay, so black is a hit.
Yeah, that's a good question. Jonesy's saying, like, how would roaming work with the inner deployment hex? I think it would have just moved like normal the first move, but then roaming then is active when it moves out. So, like, we could have just said it, like, moved out and whatever, then started roaming, right?
Yeah.
I think. That's how I would treat it, but if we read roaming, it says, for this unit's movement, roll an arena die number times equal to this movement for each roll. Yeah, maybe it moves like normal completely for that turn and then starts using roaming after that. Who knows? But I don't know how to fix that going now. So much stuff is spawned and moved and taken different hexes and stuff. I'm not going to rewind that, but yeah, that's true. It wouldn't have roamed from here. It would have just probably moved like normal on its first turn. And then roaming on its next turn, I would think.
Right.
That's how I would do it if I remembered that the inner hexes wiped it out. But yeah, good catch, good catch.
Okay, so black was a hit.
So roll a d6 and move as every other round we've done.
I know, I'm trying to remember. 2.
So she's gonna move this way.
Okay. And then greens, 1 hit.
We deploy a unit. Still a few in there. Warrior, 3 health.
I only have 1.
Was on the center deployment hex and is dazed.
Okay. Blue is 1 hit.
So she attacks. And she'll go after the weakest opponent she can reach, and she is +3 range. She's 4 range.
The weakest opponent she can reach is
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 hit.
Boom, it's dead.
Sentinel's dead. Okay. And then 1 hit on the yellow. So...
Which is the shard holder closest to her becomes fatigued. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We choose. Now this one can move up 1 and roll 3 dice, but they seem to miss every single time. This one could attack here, could attack this. It's like whatever we feel is the most important right now, where you want to be possibly doing damage.
I was going to try to get her into this mix.
Yep,
Of,
and then we
is that
choose
okay?
this one. Boom.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. Now our turn.
He goes here.
I think you go first in case you do enough damage that we can get a Sentinel out, then I can attack with it.
We're at 1. Okay, so if he goes in here,
damage.
yeah, because I can do for sure 2.
But just do whatever, see what happens.
I know. I'm thinking if he goes in here and then, or she goes in here and he goes here, because then the 2 and then he can work on that one maybe. So she goes like that, and he goes like that, and then we see what happens. That makes sense.
Just remember the taunt will have to be attacked by these 2 while it's there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Even if he goes like that, it would be the same thing. That's fine, I think. Because this one could roam away. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's go back to this original. Okay.
I mean, you can attack with this one first. Remember, she's got perfect strike potential.
Is here.
Yeah. But then again, Inspire makes perfect strike less likely, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
You're right.
I'm not sure mathematically, but
you're right.
You're rolling more dice, potential more misses,
You're right.
but potential more damage. High risk, high reward. But you could possibly eliminate this. He's only got 4 health. If you did get perfect strike, which probably won't happen, but you could eliminate this guy completely and then don't have taunt in the picture for this attack, you know?
Right.
But
I mean, I guess we try. We'll just go here first and see what happens.
Yeah.
No, 2 only. I mean, if this guy's gone, that's still good. So that's 2 damage. 1, 2.
Also, remember confidence. On our team, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. They have opposing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, so she'll get an additional die then too.
I think so. Yeah.
She hasn't gone.
Let's
so it's fine. We haven't
confidence. This unit adds a green die to its attack while outnumbered. And then outnumbered in the book, which you have over there, if you just flip to the back couple pages to find outnumbered.
Outnumbered. A unit is outnumbered if there are more opponents in the combat than there are units on its team, including itself.
Yeah, so this team is including your allied troops, both of our guys versus all the opposing stuff, and these are treated as opposing units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have opposing against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is outnumbered, so just remember that.
Okay, so then she's going to go on here because of taunt. So it's a black and a blue, plus the confidence gives her a green, plus the shard gives her a blue, plus Inspire gives her a blue. Three, we only needed 2. 1, 2, that gives us this.
I feel like it goes here still because there's so much jazz happening over here.
Yeah, and it will get the Inspire if that's helpful.
Yes, exactly. Okay. That's like most enemies it can reach are over here, but it can still reach her right now if I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and then she'll just hit here. 1 red die. Okay.
Start a new crowd favorite. Yep.
Okay. I believe my turn is done.
All right. So on my turn, nothing to deploy. No tactics to play. Could flip a foothold, but there are none. Now I can go to movement. This guy's sleeping. I only have this guy up here. Guess we start getting in the thick of it. 1 and 2. Yeah, we'll just chill there. And then these ones can't move, but they'll just attack. Let's go after... Oh yeah, the warrior can move for 2 now. Yeah, maybe...
But he's going to go for the weakest, which will be here, right?
Actually, if I stand here,
Oh.
he won't attack. He'll move, but then can't do anything. Right? It's not going to try to move out of the hex. It just moves closest shard holder. Right?
No, weakest.
Weakest.
So this one.
Oh, it can reach that one. Damn it. Okay, either way, I'll just... Whatever I did. Move there. Yeah. It's interesting. Okay. They're gonna have a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I need to go after this guy.
Okay. Yeah, because he's likely blocked in.
So roll with 2 blues and a yellow.
You just need 1. Got only 1.
Yep.
Just enough.
Gotta aim low.
Yeah. Okay.
And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go after the boss.
Nothing. These guys are doing nothing.
Yep.
They're sleeping. Okay.
So their turn. Arena, that loses a health. And then let's choose. They're all going after the weakest shard holder they can reach. So you said this one is here, but what's this one doing? It can already reach, right?
Yep.
Actually, yeah. Okay. So then this one, this guy here. Oh yeah, this will be awake. All right.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he stays awake.
And that's all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. So this one's just rolling a black.
Hit 1.
Down to 2 health.
This guy, yeah, this guy's rolling a black, a blue, and a yellow. 1.
Retaliate.
Yes. Retaliate does that. Yes. Sorry, you had read it in the beginning. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. When you deal damage to any opponent.
Yep.
That's dealing damage.
And
Doesn't
then
matter where it's from.
this guy's rolling a green on this one for nothing. Okay. Wow, I thought he was gonna be dead. Okay. Her turn?
Mm-hmm.
Was there? Those all these.
Let's see.
Okay.
So black. Roll a d6. Or well, you can organize your dice first.
Yeah, let's just take them all out of here.
Yeah.
Roll a d6. 6.
It's going this way.
Okay, and then green 2 hits.
2 more units.
It's not attacking though.
First unit. I'm not worried about her at this point. I'm worried about all these. Another warrior, which has 3 health. Go on the center hex. Next unit, there's only 2 left in the bag. Now there's only 1. And this is dude on a horse.
Dude on a horse. 3?
Yeah.
I mean, you can put him here if you want to fight something.
Yeah, but I also can move down here and fight this guy. But they're both just as crappy.
Yeah, true.
But I also could fight her with this guy.
Okay, then put him here then. And then I'll maybe have this
still
guy.
Sucky. But whatever. It's fine.
We'll see. Whatever you want.
Yeah, probably should go after the boss this turn with that unit.
Okay, let's do that. Blues are a total miss, which is great. And then yellows is 1 hit, so she's going to be... Oh, closest shard holder. I think you would... Oh, no, it's that one. No, she's sleeping.
Never.
Oh, man. We just got to get your hero out so we can have 1 more unit.
Well, we got to do damage, but then to do damage, you got to roll hits on the dice in this game, and that's like a impossible task.
Okay, our turn.
Our turn.
You want to go first, and we'll see what the situation's looking like after the sentinels and stuff.
No, unless you're able to get 2 more damage, then I got another sentinel.
Yeah,
but I could do it on my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, but I only have 1 unit to it. Oh, I guess I have these guys, but they don't roll
This
attack.
guy, this guy, that guy, and that. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, but I roll blanks on everything, so I'm not going to get 2 hits to get another sentinel. You
Okay,
have
I'll
at
go
least a
first.
for sure hit. I don't, and 2 for sure hits. You have 2 for sure hits.
Yeah.
So you go first, and then I'll get the sentinel, and then on my turn I'll see what's left. Yeah. Let's not play the game of I might actually do 2 damage on my turn, because we haven't seen that yet. I don't think. Gross. All right. Oh, at least the guy only has 1 health, so as long as you roll a
She's just gonna hit
hit,
that
it's
one.
dead. Yeah.
I'm just debating, does he just go here and take care of this?
We need that to finish the boss.
Or else he's gonna go in here.
But you would get extra attack like dice, but then again, the perfect strike problem. But I mean, hey, whatever. If you don't think you'll ever get perfect strike, then who cares? Could still get it. You just need the yellow to hit, but the blue is like a 50-50.
Could just.
But we do need to get this eventually, and this guy is going to take 20 years to get there. So this unit is literally the only chance. So I would just go for it. It just now would give her 5 range, so she'd be able to hit like anywhere from wherever. But it's fine. Do whatever.
Or I go here this turn, fight this, and then their next turn maybe when we have less units on the board. Yeah, maybe I do that.
Yeah, because there's only 1 left in the bag, so it can only ever get that bigger.
Okay, this is my situation.
Yep, okay.
Okay, so let's have this one go first for the for sure kill.
Boom, 1 damage.
1.
I'll retaliate because it died.
This one will go here with a black and a blue, and then inspire and shard
blue. So 3 blues and a black.
3 blues
and is it outnumbered still?
Oh yes, I had to count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going.
So maybe
on
you
this
should have.
tray.
No, you wouldn't have been outnumbered even. Like attack order matters, right?
Yeah.
With confidence.
4. I think it's dead. It only had 3.
Yay.
And we get this. I'll give that to you. You can do whatever you want with that. Does the extra carry over? Because we only need 2 here. So can I put the 1 here?
No, it doesn't carry over.
Oh, that's too bad.
Nope, not how it works. So now I'm debating maybe even putting it as a foothold so we can have units start moving in beside the boss.
Mm-hmm. You could put it somewhere like for this guy to come in or my hero to come in.
And it also limits the bosses. It won't be able to move in that direction too. Which is the strategy we could have done from the start is really like stop the boss from reaching one side of the map. But
yeah.
But I think this one should go as a foothold. I just don't know what's the best side. It also stops these units from moving. They have to go like around now, but I don't think they need to.
Yeah, so they might hit my hero, which is fine, I think, because my hero has absorb. I think this one hopefully.
I can put it there to help protect.
I mean, my hero might protect these guys though, and then we'll just have more attacks.
But if your hero dies, we lose. So it's not.
Okay, let's put it there.
Let's not.
Okay, and then my hero is going to attack here for a red, a green, and a yellow.
Perfect shot.
1 hit. All right. Well, we get your hero started. Okay. My turn is done.
Okay. On my turn, I'm going to go this way. And then we'll have this unit attack here. So green, black, and a blue. Oh, this keeps.
I didn't move it.
Yeah, you did. I did not. 2 damage. Woo! Oh yeah. Also, you going first. The potential of me getting him in play was kind of a real thing.
Yeah, I mean.
It depends on the order of your attack, though. But we didn't really think about that. Okay. Then this unit is going to go after the boss. You can roll a blue and a gold.
Nope.
This unit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go after this one. So 2 blue and a yellow.
Nope.
Okay, my exciting turn's finished.
Well, Sentinels are doing completely nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's
Crazy.
crazy. Yep. The blue and yellow dice suck. Yellow especially. All right. So it's arena turn. This guy loses a health because he's on center hex. And then now, movement. Where does this guy want to move? To weakest shard holder,
which I think
is right here. Okay.
Oh, he has. Oh, yeah, he has range, but yeah, he can't attack.
But it won't attack from there.
Yeah, he needs to move there.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what happens there. Like technically, it could reach there, but it can't reach an attack. So
yeah, so I feel like
by default, it has to move then.
Yeah.
So it can reach an attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one's already adjacent to 1 here. I can't move 1 to any others. This one though can move for 2. And the weakest shard holder it can reach.
It's like both of these, so we choose.
So it can move an attack here, or it can move an attack here.
Yeah.
What do we want? Here? Sure. Okay.
No, done. I don't know. I'm thinking.
I'm not sure either. But whatever. Yeah, because this one's close to death, and it probably won't get to retaliate. It's actually going to lose 1 maybe from Fury Aura, because it goes after the weakest, but I think you can choose. This Fury Aura says, triggers if it would deal damage to an opponent. This unit uses Fury Aura on the weakest opponent possible. So you would choose which one loses the health, and then we know it's going to attack the shard holder. But yeah.
Yeah, I would have it in that situation, yeah.
Okay, so abilities. Whoops. You remove a health from there.
And then it attacks here for 1 green. 1 hit.
And then retaliate happens. Go up 1 on that track.
1 more, 1 more.
Okay, then here if you can roll like a black on this.
1
hit. Okay, then if you can roll black, yellow, and a blue.
2 hits.
2 is dead. So we drop an active shard. Tactics out of play. These are gone. All right. That's all of them. So her turn. She goes here. Roll a bunch of dice.
I just need 1 more of these.
Yeah, this needs to happen.
Yep.
Otherwise we can't win, but we can't even attack it.
Green ones are stuck in there. Hold on.
Really?
They were in my hand.
Oh, weird.
I'm going to roll them again, though.
Never seen that before.
Okay, 1 hit. Okay.
So
black.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6. 3. Okay. And then...
Spawns the last dude possible, which is their other strategist with 2 health on the center hex.
All right, blue, so she's going to attack. That sucks. She's attacking the weakest opponent, which I think is this one.
Or this one.
Oh, this one.
Is that what you want?
I think so. Okay. She hits for maybe more dice, so she can get in there and attack. So sorry, 2 blues and or 2 blacks and a blue. Yep, she's dead. Okay. And then the yellows miss, so all of our shard holders are not sleeping.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so that's good.
Okay, it's our turn. I want you to go first, so maybe on my deployment step, I'll get my hero in play.
Okay, she's gonna go here. I feel like he needs to go here. Not that we're gonna finish this turn, but
you need to get out of the way. But then you can come back in hitting with more dice.
Yep.
Maybe.
Okay. So
if you get it.
This one is going. This one's gonna go here first. For a red, a green, and a yellow. 2 hits. We got it. I wonder if the dice are making it move and shift.
Sure.
I don't know. I probably just did that actually when I... Okay. So you get your hero.
Yay, active.
That's done. Okay.
My hero, Fang, is active. Not deployed yet, but has Retaliate, Perfect Strike, and Hurl 2.
Okay, we can kill the boss now. She's going to attack. We're definitely not outnumbered, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tie, I don't think. No, outnumbered is not tie. Okay. She's going to attack here for a blue 2 blues and a black. For 1.
So now crowd favor doesn't matter anymore. We have no track. We don't even worry about this little bead anymore. Let's put this like here or something.
Okay.
Okay.
I am done.
All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So deployment. 7 health if we have enough. Yep, I think we do.
More?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have exactly 7.
Okay.
I can use any outer. I could do an inner. So I could deploy like right literally here, but doesn't have first strike or anything, so wouldn't be able to attack yet. So maybe that's not the play. I could pick that up along the way. So maybe I like deploy here, but then I might be a target for these guys.
This guy I think is going here.
It does have retaliate though, which is kind of juicy.
This guy though, I think is going to go here. Because they're going for the weakest.
Weakest shard holder.
Yeah, so this guy's going to go here.
Okay. Yeah.
This guy can't reach, so then it's next.
No, he can move 1.
That's not a shard holder.
I know, but he can move to the hero, like
I
said.
Hero is the next.
Is the next thing. Yes. But it's only rolling 1 black die, has retaliate, like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like not, whatever, man.
Not terrible.
Yeah, so I'll deploy here. Okay. Tactic step, I could flip this, but then it'll be a stuck sentinel on that space. I could move this.
No, I think that's good because then this guy can get in there and or your guy can get in there.
You don't need to yet because you can get her right now.
Yeah.
But well, she'll move back, but we don't know.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we don't know. We literally have no idea. I'll just leave it there. All right. Movement. Guess we'll go 1, 2. All right, makes sense. Unless I can only move it 1 space, can't reach that. That would be awesome. All right. So yeah, let's just go 1, 2. We'll attack here for 2 blues, a black, and a yellow.
1.
Dead. Okay. We'll attack a blue and a yellow on the boss.
1.
Okay. We will attack 1, 2, 3. Let's attack here, blue and yellow.
Nothing.
And that is all. Arena turn. 1 health lost here. Okay, we know this. Closest hero. Closest shard holder.
Oh wait, where was that one? Sorry.
Right here, I think.
1, 2. Yeah, we'll say here. We'll keep my boss alive.
Well, it's weakest shard holder actually, so we'll just do what I did, and then hero close to this one, weakest shard holder, and that is all of them, right? Okay, so you can just roll the black here.
1 hit.
1 off my guy. Retaliate for 1.
Okay. This one. Actually, let's have. Oh yeah, let's have this one go because then that'll whiff.
Doesn't matter.
This one is dead.
Yep.
And then this one now can attack. It doesn't have range, so that's good.
Okay, she's gonna go back to the center on the Titan turn.
Okay, black is a 1 hit.
Green.
This is actually not the worst.
And then blue. And then it goes yellows.
3, she's gonna move.
Okay.
This one. Nice, okay. And then green, there's no one to deploy. 2 hits on blue.
So everyone in a straight line based on a d6. We'll have to move closer to her.
2.
So everyone in this direction has to go
Okay.
all the way to her.
And then yellows are blank.
Okay. Our turn.
Yep.
So there's a space here to attack her. I mean, you can get another shard on your boss, man. I can't get there. If I went first, I could move this thing if needed, but I don't think it needs to move. But if you went first and could clear this out of the way, I could get in there and attack, or get in here and attack.
I could.
But I also, Yeah, like if, oh, but then, yeah. If your hero goes here and can get rid of this guy, then this one can attack the boss on my turn. But your boss could just attack her, and then we don't worry.
No, if we can get...
It's up to you. You do whatever.
I can do that.
It's however you want to do it.
1, 2, up that one.
Yep, so you have now +2 blue dice.
Yeah, but it's an auto hit on this one, so we'll just kill this one.
Okay.
That is my only unit. Go ahead.
Oh. All right.
I think, right? Yeah. My other guy's
yeah.
died.
So I'm gonna move. Boom, boom. Pick up this one. And this perfect strike stuff gets a little messy with the extra dice. This one, we said was gonna move here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we're obviously attacking the boss here. So black, 2 blue, and a yellow.
1.
Woo! 1 damage. How much we have left on the boss?
Probably like
Let's
10.
get a health check here. 9.
9.
9 left on the boss. Wow. All the misses. All the misses. Okay. So let's roll
A blue and a yellow.
blue and a yellow. Let's just attack the boss. It's fine. 1. Wow, a sentinel hit. Look at that.
So I'm gonna take like 9 attacks
8.
or 12 attacks.
Here. Yeah, he can't really do anything else. He'll just attack here. Roll 2 black, a blue, and a yellow.
1.
That's all we need. Pow. Dead. And this one can't reach anything, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that's too bad. He wasn't gonna roll any hits anyway.
Yeah, we know that. So let's just forget about it. Okay. Arena units. This one.
I think it's attacking here, right?
Well, actually, it's the weakest shard holder it can reach.
Oh.
I have 6 health over here.
I think I have 6 as well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have 6 as well. We
So,
can stay here
yeah,
because
just
it
there,
absorbs
sure.
1. Or it absorbs.
Sure.
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay, they roll nothing
interesting.
too, not just us.
Okay, Titan's turn. Back to the center hex.
All right, black.
Yes, Jonesy. Yes, Sentinels do not hit. It didn't happen recorded or on the internet. We would never believe it happened.
Okay, we're gonna move 2.
This can't move. Can't move. It's blocked by this.
Okay.
Opposing units can't enter our footholds.
That doesn't happen because there's no more units. 1 hit is an attack.
So roll 2 black and a blue.
And she's going for
The weakest opponent she can reach, which she can reach the whole map. So it's
3.
one of these 2 sentinels. So we'll just say it's this one, whatever.
Okay.
Full dead.
And then yellows, 1 hit.
So the closest is fatigued, which would be this one or this one. So we can just choose one, right?
Yeah, this
So
one has more dice. So
obviously this one.
okay.
Well, it's better quality dice too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's her. Our turn.
turn.
So only one person can get in and hit her right now, but the sentinel can also hit. So who you can?
I have 1 for sure. That's all I
You
know.
can't reach this spot. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
I can go through.
Yeah, moving through.
You tell me honestly.
Yeah, you can just go. That's fine.
Okay. So a red, a green,
Yeah, because I can still reach
And a
this guy
yellow.
and hit him.
and then 2 blues for the 2 shards. 3 hits.
So we're down to 5 health.
We need him to move to like one of these spaces,
Yeah, yeah.
or like I
The
don't
difference
know.
is in the previous playthrough, I put 2 footholds there very quickly, and it
Yeah.
helped a lot have more options and direct her a little more. I was interested in this playthrough to see if the sentinels were better, but they didn't help at all. But they did in our previous playthrough help with the minions. But in this playthrough, the sentinels have let us down. But they were really powerful before. But I think it's because we had them inspired. So they were rolling extra dice, and they were really actually hitting and
Yeah.
killing the arena units more.
Yeah.
Keeping them controlled. This time they just totally failed. But definitely putting more footholds in the center against her is really powerful. Like we've seen it already off camera. I wanted to try something a little different here. But
oh, you have hurl. So if you go onto that space.
Oh, I can hurl her off, right? Yeah, that's right, actually.
Okay, so hold on.
But do I have to do the full 2 hexes?
Just hurl her to this side.
No more than 2 hexes away. No, yeah. So
or hurl her to here.
Well, no, it has to be away from me, I think.
Yeah, but okay.
Chooses exactly, where is it? This unit chooses an adjacent unit and displaces it to any available hex that is no more than the number of hexes away from this unit. So away from Fang. So if I'm here and I hurl, I have to displace away from Fang.
Yeah, so
like I can't, and you can still reach?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Because then I would just go, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I can go to here, instead.
So we'll leave it that you did those hits or whatever, but just do my 2 black, a blue, and a yellow.
3 hits.
Not a perfect strike, thanks to the yellow, of course. So it's 3.
Yeah.
So she's down to 2, and she'd be here. She would have been.
Oh, and your sentinel still gets to go.
Yes.
Or did he already? No, he didn't.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's the other thing. The hurl can get into position of sentinels more often. Blue and yellow. Is it the win? No.
It is not the win.
No. Sentinel hurl win was an epic.
Yeah, he's doing nothing all game.
Useless.
Okay, it's fine. I think we got
She's down to 1. And she can be finished because all the shards are active or equipped.
Okay. Even if one is sleeping, we're still good. Okay. This guy doesn't need to move, and he's attacking here.
It's actually the weakest shard holder it can reach.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, and that guy would flip. He'd be back not fatigued anymore.
6, 6, or 6. You decide.
So just the closest, I think. I don't know. We'll just do that.
2 and 2.
So 2. And retaliates.
All right. She goes back into here.
Yep.
All these.
Get cornered. All right. So what did you roll a hit? So movement, D6.
Oh, we're good.
And it moves 3. So she goes here, and then nothing else happens because we don't have any units, no attacks, no fatigues. We gotcha, lady. We gotcha.
Yeah.
So just because it probably will annoy you more, I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just move here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to actually attack with the sentinel first.
Yeah, because he's not going to hit anyways.
Here.
Maybe he does win us the game. He does. On the yellow.
All right.
On the yellow.
Sentinel
okay.
for the win.
Okay.
Because they're so good.
Feels good.
Boom. Titan dead.
Look at all those heroes on the board.
We did it.
Wow, that was a close. There was a second I thought that we didn't have this.
Yeah. Yep.
Since we started losing all of our...
Once we had 100 arena units on the board, I was like, how did that happen?
I know.
And where's our ranged units that like were my favorite? They're like both eliminated like so fast.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a close one.
Sentinels OP. Need nerf. Sentinels need a nerf.
Yeah, it did look rough for a minute.
It did. I was like, okay,
it was bleak.
This is way different than when we played it before, which I can confidently say, just the fact that this is based on dice rolling and the way this is structured, that all the different abilities with this Titan, it's like we played twice and those were both completely different experiences, not even discussing or bringing into the factor of we played against different arena units this time than we played with before. That already spices it up. But this worked out way different. We also played a different strategy of we rushed the shards the first time.
Yes.
Which did make our units beefier, which allowed us to wipe out arena units way faster. We kept them under control.
Yeah, as they were coming in, we were eliminating them right away.
But this time, we decided to stay off of the shards, leave them a little slower. It did lead, I feel like our combat, our crowd favorite tracks went up way slower. And it let her, she rolled a lot more greens and spammed units. And those units stuck around and we weren't able to hit them. And these units were a little beefier or maybe a little different than the other faction.
I thought she was getting 2 unit deployment at a time quite often. which was hard, right? At least if it's one, you can kind of maybe handle it or manage it. But when she's spawning 2 units a turn.
And the first time we played the way we kept it under control and we kept arena units is when we played off camera. The dead pile, we had like none of our units were dead.
I think only one of mine was dead.
Yeah, we only lost 1 unit because we were using taunt very well. We buffed different units. We were able to be way more offensive and we're clearing all the units that could attack us. She was attacking a little less and she was moving away and not able to reach, but like she was able to reach quicker because we did rush the shards, but she wasn't rolling as well and wasn't attacking as often. So she spawned slower the first time we played off stream. She attacked way less. Her movement was we were way more luckier, but we also nerfed her by, we put 2 footholds here. So we were able to control where the spawning was happening and we were able to get in and attack her quicker because we actually could get adjacent to her easier. And we also were able to help with the movement of the arena units. Weren't able to get to us as easy because the footholds could block.
Yeah.
So we played the footholds, the shards. We approached it different. We used the same units on our side. We used the same units, so everything was the same there. But seeing different arena units, seeing her behave different, I can confidently say, like, even though we're playing the same Titan in the same game with the same units on our side, same heroes, it was a different experience.
In our practice game, neither of us even deployed our heroes.
Yeah, we didn't even need our heroes.
We didn't even
need them. We just like saved them till like things got bad and they never got bad.
Yeah.
Just because like a little bit of dice luck, a little bit of different strategy on our side. But just to say, like, that's only one. This is the Ascension mode. But again, we played only one hero. We played it twice. Felt different. Definitely different puzzle to solve. But again, like you have all these Titans that all work different. Not all of them have arena turns. Not all of them have arena units. Not all of them use shards the same way. The shards play it different. Not all of them roll the same dice. They all have completely different abilities, different setups. Some of them have weird little minion chips and stuff. Some of them treat the sentinels and the footholds, I think, a little different. With spaces on the map, maybe. But yeah. Like this guy. Look at the Monkey King here. All HP removed from shards is added to the Monkey King. Shards have 4 blue health.
That's crazy.
If a shard is damaged, it flips to active. When it's defeated, is equipped to defeating unit. And look, shard holders get agile instead. And +1 movement for each shard. So even the shard abilities, they change what tools you have available. So like I'm saying, like switching up the Titan leads to this Ascension mode playing differently, you know? So it's kind of cool that they put all that in there. So like the Ascension mode is the one that appealed me to the most when I was explaining what was in the game. This is one I was most excited to play because it's like solo, it's co-op, and this different setup is a more complex, unique puzzle. On the other side of the map, it's more simplified. Yeah. The Immortals are more basic, but the Ascension mode, the Titan's more complex, and each Titan feels different, and you're playing on the more complex side of the battle mat. So you have, I love the choice on the crowd favor versus like, you know, the straightforward, it's just going up.
Oh yeah.
It's just going up. You can't choose the order of things. I love how you have a choice on which rewards you choose, like and you can't get to the last one still, but I love you can do it in a different order. I think it's really neat. So that could lead to different strategies and how you approach it. And then the support chips, like that adds a whole other layer of decision points, strategy, tactics, all that stuff to the game. I do like playing on the Coliseum side more, which is why I would probably like this mode better than the Immortals mode. And again, this I'm assuming is like still time limited because you only have so many units.
Yes.
The other one, the wave one, technically you could go the full 6 waves, which take longer, right? But more than likely it'll be more of a slimmed down play session, right? You won't make it through all the waves every time, right? Or not ever really. I don't know how that happened.
I also really like this mode in playing through Ascension, Onslaught, and PvP. I like this one, I think, the best. I don't really love the PvP. I mean, it's okay, but I think I love this, like the co-op aspect of trying to solve a puzzle together. And I'm like, which units are we picking together that are gonna kind of like mesh together and accent each other's weaknesses and strengths.
Yeah, it was fun to spread out all the units, and we're like choosing, like we started looking at just to even pick what factions to play. We tried to do it off camera because we knew it would take a long time.
Yeah.
Which we usually don't care, but we were like, wait, the restrictions of like deck building for this mode is like, you not only just go, oh, which heroes do we like? Which factions and skills do we like? You only get one tactic to play with. And then who's going to be player A and who's going to be B? Because you only get to pick from that B faction for a tactic, and B's hero is locked away for longer probably.
Yeah.
So like hero A will probably get out first if at all, and they're the ones that are the risk of losing you the game if they die. So who is player A's hero and from what faction they're from is a big deal. And again, if you add Victorum in, now you have double the heroes to choose from. And then if you're playing solo, you put a neutral hero here. But I mean, you could put your Victorum second hero, you could pick a hero from another faction, whatever you want to do. But the whole puzzle that we did, like you said, was we spread out all the units and all the heroes and the tactics. And man, knowing you can only pick, like, you're going to play with only 2 heroes, 2 factions, only 3 units from each faction, and only 1 tactic. The amount of choice and like cool little combos and things you can do with it was like pretty cool. I had fun sitting there with you. Like, we were like, okay, but if we take this tactic, like, which faction, because we can put that on the other faction, so like what unit would do best with that? Well, I don't know. It depends what enemy she is, what faction she is deploying, the Titan. And if she's deploying a certain factions, maybe this tactic works better against that faction, but we don't know. We're gonna just do it at random. So it's like part of the fun, like, of so much choice, so much puzzle before you even start playing, and I like that.
Yeah.
And that's like a chip theory thing usually. Like it happens in Cloudspire, it happens in Burn Cycle, how long we take to just freaking start a Burn Cycle or set up a Hoplomachus run or whatever. Too many bones sitting there trying to decide, you know, what you play your Tyrant, but like which party composition you want to take, what baddies will be in play, like all that pre-game decision, like the setup sort of stuff. I love that choice in that, even though like I take way too long doing it. I just love that part of like, you're going to stay here for hours playing and it's going to get deep and strategic. Like, what tools do you need in front of you? And that's like part of the game. That's like the game within the game. And I love that.
And you have to rewind that, because before that we had to look through all of these character or Titans and decide what Titan are we even gonna face.
And there was so many. We were like trying to narrow it down. We're looking at every Titan. I'm like, oh, this is super cool. Oh, this could be annoying. And then it's like, okay, put that in the maybe pile.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this one's crazy and complicated. Okay, let's look up some FAQ or look on PGG to try to figure out how it works. Okay, I get it, but it's like, maybe that's not as fun right now to start with, you know? And like, which one will show off the mode and which one's like kind of fun? And there was like 3 or 4 of them that were like, we could easily play any one of these. So I was like, Mel, just pick one, and she just picked.
I like this one because I thought it was cool to also be fighting against another faction.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
like you're
neat.
Fighting her as well as another faction.
Yeah, that interested me more than just fighting regular arena units.
Yeah.
But
something different, right? We want to be able to show something different.
But again, some of these Titans don't use any unit. It's just the Titan that you have to fight against, like the Monkey King,
cool.
I think.
Which then makes sense of why he's gaining the shard health, because you don't have all these little weenies also.
Yeah. And again, she stays on the center hex. Other Titans are running around doing
and you got to
stuff,
chase them around, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh man, so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically deck building is like, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yep, we were deck building.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonesy says, Chip Theory are really good at giving you fun choices. Yeah. I agree. And Mr. Matt Prom says, I like that you played with another faction's units as the arena units. I've only ever used the neutral units, but your way made it more interesting.
Well, that was her. That was part of her setup.
Yeah, that's a requirement. Based on this Ishel's Titan setup, you have to replace the units.
Yeah, which is why I wanted to pick her, because I thought it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so arena units are actually 10 non-elite units from any unused faction instead. So that's like her thing. So she might not have seemed as strong, but it's because they're giving her better units to play with, and 10 of them, right?
Yeah. Which, just to let everybody know, we only had this one little unit, which we definitely could have killed. So we could have killed all 10 units that she brought in.
I didn't think we'd survive. I didn't think we'd survive if we seen all 10 units. I was like, no, we'll be in bad. If we're still on the board by that point, she's going to have so many of her stupid attacks go off that roll 2 black, which are almost always hits, and a blue. So she's going to be doing 2 or 3 damage every single round, but she doesn't always attack. But if she gets all of her units in play, like, and we don't get to kill them fast enough, they could definitely outnumber us.
And especially with some of those bad dice rolls we had, I was like, oh, we definitely are at a disadvantage here. But.
And the question about how does co-op feel compared to solo, I have not played Ascension mode solo. I have not personally. But the difference is you are just playing by yourself. You are controlling 6 units from one faction instead of co-op, 2 factions and 3 units from each. and you'll use a neutral hero up here, one of the 3 neutral heroes. Or if you own Victorum or whatever, you can use your other hero from your faction.
Does Victorum have neutral heroes as well?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I forget I think you can use some of the elite units from that in this game, but I don't remember how that works, if that's even a thing. But yeah. So you could just pick a neutral hero to go here. But everything else is the same. You would still just use 1 crowd favor, and you would control all the sentinels, all the footholds. It's all the same. The only difference with the co-op is you split it up, so we have 3 units each, 2 heroes, like my hero was here, her hero was here. But other than that, the numbers are all the same, the phases are all the same, the amount of units that is all the same. So yeah, there's no adding extra health to the Titan or anything like that, like there is with the Immortals. Yeah. It does have neutral, non-elite.
Oh, cool. So you can.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you just look on Chip Theory's website at the combining the 2 games, it'll list what you can use from which game in the other game and stuff. I just forget it all, but yeah, there's other ways.
That's cool. Just gives you more options, which is cool.
Yeah. Cool.
That's fun.
Yep. 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 I really like the game. I like how it has lots of options, and I like how it's still got the tactical nature of like kind of the stuff I fell in love with in Cloudspire, but less complicated, less brain burny. And it still gives me a little bit of that vibe. Like I said, this is like Cloudspire, like my first Cloudspire. This is what this feels like. Like it obviously was designed well before Cloudspire. You can see how this game influenced what they did in Cloudspire to like crank it up to 11 though. But yes, I definitely like this game a lot. And I like the remastered version a lot because it's flexible. I can play solo and it doesn't take 1 billion hours to get through a whole campaign. But I do love campaigns. I do love leveling up. I love that that's an option, but not in this game. I like in this game, in this box, I like how I can just play solo, play 1 session, put it away, walk away. That is nice to have that option. I like how I can play PvP, and I can play 2-player, 3-player, or 4-player. There's a mode for all those player counts, and I can play solo or co-op. Again, just like Cloudspire. Cloudspire is like the same amount of choice. Like you can play PvP, all those player counts. You can play solo, but that has a campaign built in. You know, so this game you have to buy the Victorum to do that. So it's a little more pricey. But yeah, it's definitely less brain burny though than Cloudspire. Like I could play this for 9 hours on stream, but I can't do that with Cloudspire. But they're very similar. Like man, you can tell Cloudspire is like Hoplomachus 2.0 kind of thing. Like it cranks up the complexity a lot. But yeah, if you just like battling with units on the board, rolling dice, you know, figuring out positional movement and puzzles with skills and how to do damage and where to position units and who can be the most efficient and what's the most efficient play every round. Yeah, this game has it in spades. And yeah, who doesn't love clanking chips on neoprene mats, man? I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely fun.
Yeah,
definitely fun. Yeah, definitely a quality product for sure. And I'm glad I waited and got this version over trying to find old Hoplomachus stuff and the stuff that didn't look as pretty. But yeah, this is a very beautiful production and a lot of choice, a lot of variability, lots of quality. But again, if you don't like the dice rolling mechanic in this game and like no mitigation to it, it's just roll the dice, deal with it. There is like one thing that rerolls like your lowest. There's one thing that lets you reroll dice. Maybe it's like a tactic or something for like 1 round. But not
I did see that, but I don't remember what it was.
There's not a lot of dice mitigation in the game. So if you don't like the loop of the game, the move, the attack, the abilities, the deployment, all that stuff, then yeah, run. But if you do like that kind of stuff, you do like the loop, you could spend many, many, many hours with this game, not to mention Hoplomachus Victorum, if you're looking to add more solo content and have a campaign and all that stuff. So yeah. But yeah, definitely cool. Thanks again to Chip Theory for sending this over.
Yes, thank you.
Much appreciated. Thank you all for watching and hanging out with us, spending time with us. Thank you to those that support the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the video description. And yeah, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Thanks to all 37 of you that hit the like button today. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. But yeah, if you're looking for more Chip Theory playthroughs, check out the playlists that are included in the video description of this video. We've played tons of Too Many Bones, Cloudspire, Burn Cycle, other Hoplomachus playthroughs on the channel, so check those out. I'm sure we'll play more Chip Theory games in the future, including our Too Many Bones stuff that will eventually show up from the latest crowdfunding campaign at some point. I don't know when that's showing up, but at some point it'll show up and we'll be playing Too Many Bones again. So yeah, stay tuned. If you're looking for other games that are complex like this or more complex, we play many of those on the channel, campaign, story games, all that kind of stuff. So check out the playlist section, check out the live tab, all good stuff. Brian says, thanks for the stream all. Help me make my workday much better. Much appreciated.
Glad.
Yeah, thanks everyone playing along. Thanks Han, pointing out things. Jonesy asking questions, all you guys, everyone who's asking questions today or pointing out mistakes, all that stuff. Much appreciated. Helps other people learn from our goofs. And yeah, we definitely have fun all working together, playing along. So yeah, we'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.